Well, good morning, everybody. How about a few minutes early since I kept you guys hanging last week with my technical difficulty? I did still have them, but I just worked on them a little earlier. Besides the last minute, hope everybody's doing good this morning. Everything is good here in northeast part of Thailand. Here in Tapano, it's been raining a lot. I got a chance to go on a few bike rides though, which was good. I needed that little break. Videos coming soon. Everybody, can you hear me okay? Everything connected? Got my normal crew in here this morning. Hope everybody's doing good. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about what's happening next with me, Paige, my mom, and our next little journey. It's basically going to be, a little bit more of mom getting acclimated to Thailand, but we've got a few places, actually, really just a couple that I think mom's really going to be interested in. One is her friendship with Samantha, which is Paige's longtime friend, pretty much like her second mother, who lives in Udon, Tani. We're going to be going to Udon, and we're actually leaving tomorrow to go there. But we've been to Samantha's place before. I actually showed her house and a couple of videos. She was looking for a tenant, so but I don't know. We'll just see. We're going to spend 3 days there. My mom's actually going to stay at the house. Me and Paige have already booked a hotel outside. We normally like to stay. I think it's that Panerai Hotel, but for some reason, it's booked up on a Monday. Maybe they have some kind of convention there. I don't know. Maybe I've recommended a little bit too much. I think, but it's a good. The Panerai or the Centaura is a pretty good spot. But we're playing. We are staying a little bit, I guess, on the other side of the street. If you guys know where the Nutty Park or the Panerai is, we're staying right there because I want to show mom the markets, Udi Town or UD Town. In Thai, they call it Udi Town. I want to show her all that and some options in Udon. So this whole a lot of people are giving a lot of suggestions on what would be best for her, and I think she appreciates that. We all appreciate the suggestions. I guess it's the suggestions come from, I guess, the way that they think and the way that they do things in their lives. So it's stuff that makes sense to them. But when me and Paige moved to Thailand, we never ever had the intention of just building a house out in the woods, having a rice farm, starting a business. We never planned on settling down. We never planned on. Only thing we planned on was we knew we got along pretty good with her in-laws. We of course didn't know how it was going to work out until we actually tried it, and it's so far it's been great. Like I really like living family Thai style. It's been really easy for me and Paige to be able to travel because that was our main intention. Because if it wasn't working out here, we would have just ultimately rented somewhere and we would have traveled like we are now. But it would be a great insult, I think, to my father in law and my mother in law if we decided to do that at this point, unless it just wasn't working out. But it's really been very good here, and we really enjoy each other's company. But the thing is we're not really here very often, so we're here like 10 days. We're ready to go again. So, for my mom to want to stay in this town or in this house would be difficult at this time. And my mom's intention is not really to settle down herself either. I think if she had it her way, to be honest with you, she probably would have customized a van and travel around the United States. That would have been her ultimate thing to do. But because of her condition and the way things are in the world today, it just didn't make sense at the moment for her to do that. So she wants to be able to live a carefree life and not have too many worries because that's what she's done pretty much her entire life. So she wants to start something different. And I think it just can't relate to a lot of people because they're not the type. Most people are not the type to want to travel around, or maybe you traveled around a lot in your earlier part of your life, and it's not something you want to do in your retirement ages. But anyway, all that being said, I think she would probably like to stay in Udon. Udon has a lot of stuff to offer. And I think Samantha's house is set up pretty nice for her, to kind of live by herself still and have some companionship. Also, Samantha speaks perfect English. She's lived in America, I think, probably like Paige most of her life. Paige lived in America almost 30 years. And I think Samantha's lived there. I don't know exactly how long, but quite a long time as well. But her house is nice. It's kind of like a one house that's separated by a big kitchen. So they Samantha loves to cook, and my mom likes to cook too. But after that, we're ultimately headed to Prachuap. And so, Yoso, thank you very much. Mom's Mad Money, I appreciate that. I'll get to some of the comments. We'll do a little bit of a Q&A here in a moment. I just want to kind of explain a little bit of the scenario and what's going on in this live stream first. I'm not ignoring you, but we're ultimately headed to Prachuap Kirikan, and it's quite a long drive from Tapanome to there. It's a good 14, 15 hours of solid driving, which I'm not doing. And 2 7-hour stretches is I've done quite a bit, and it's too much. We've got to go through Bangkok, so you really got to hit Bangkok at a good time, so you can just kind of glide through it. So when all you have is time, you can try to schedule at least the best route that benefits you. So we're probably going to we're going to spend 3 days in Udon to Karat, Nakhon Ratchasima. We're going to stay only there one night. It's about a 5-hour drive from Udon to Karat. And then I was thinking about going from Karat all the way to Prachuap, but it's too much. And it's just not necessary to drive 7 hours and then get to our destination late and try to settle in, because there's got to be a lot of stops on the way. And yeah, it just doesn't make sense. So we're probably going to go to Nakhon Pathom, which is just on the the west side of Bangkok. And we've stayed there plenty of times. Beautiful market. We stayed on the river a few times. And we just need to make it a little bit relaxing because I don't do good sitting down, and I know my mom doesn't either. So, and then we had thoughts to go to Cha'am. We're still going to go to Cha'am, but probably going to go on the way back to spend more time in Cha'am. But I want to show my mom Cha'am and then the Hua Hin area and all that. But we're headed from Nakhon Pathom directly to Prachuap Khiri Khan. So Klaus, my Swedish friend Klaus and his wife Thun, they rent a house there in Prachuap Khiri Khan. Her home is actually in Nakhon Pathom. And she has a home here too, which is her being watched by her sister. So that was their permanent base here, but they decided that they wanted to be by the water, and they've been renting a little bungalow for quite some time there in Prachuap. And we went there mainly because of Klaus. We took Joe and Gift and some other people we've taken along the way too on a trip there. Joe absolutely fell in love with the area, and you guys know the story with Thai Girl Gift and Foreigner Joe, what they're doing out there. But the property owner that owns the bungalow that Klaus is staying in, we always stay on her property, or her daughter has a new resort kind of close by. We either stay there. Well, the property that Joe is on is actually owned by her, and she kind of owns quite a bit of property right there on that street. And she decided to build another kind of a long stay place right next to Joe. So it was a 3-bedroom little bungalow, and I don't know if you guys remember Vince and his beautiful wife. Her name slips my mind at the current moment, but they decided to rent that long term also. So they actually took two and made it into one if he committed for a year, and he did that, and he likes the area there. So Vince is a doctor, actually a chiropractic doctor, and his wife is very nice. So of course, Joe and Gift are awesome. So they're actually holding that third one for me. So I'm going to go ahead, no matter what. If my mom likes it or not, I'm not sure. We're just going to go ahead and it's not built yet. Should be done, maybe done by the time we get there. We're just going to rent it for the year, and then me and Paige could stay there. Well, I know we can always stay with Joe. Joe's always wants us to stay with him. But if we have that, we can get it organized for my mom if she wants to go stay at Samantha's for a while and stay in Prachuap for a while, come to Tapanome for a while. I think that would be more exciting than trying to figure out what you're going to do with your day, you know. So, but that's what's going on now. We're going to spend some time in Prachuap showing her around, just like we're doing in Udon, and then we are headed to. I don't know yet. It really just depends on the weather. We may end up going to Phuket. We may end up going to Koh Samui. We may not go anywhere. I don't know. So we're going to make that decision whenever we get there. But this trip is basically another trip just to really kind of show mom around, and she's ready for the adventure. Like she's ready to go, go, go. So, but she's also ready to kind of figure out her next move. So, and but she is, thankfully, you have to be flexible in Thailand, and thankfully she still has a lot of thoughts about why this and why that, and which is, it's pretty normal, right? Because we only know what we can relate to, what we've seen, what we know. So she wants to learn Thai, and which I think is good. So I know Joe had a teacher in Prachuap that was teaching him some Thai. So I know it's available out there. If she's wanting to do that, then those options are always available in Thailand. Just got to, really, the best thing to do is find a Thai teacher, maybe a retired teacher that can speak some English, to do like a one-on-one. That's kind of what I did. So, but somebody said hi, Kara. I didn't know if she was behind me or not. But ultimately, the Prachuap thing is being built right now, and I'll show you a little. It's not done. Joe is going to make a video on it. I don't know if Joe's here or not. I haven't looked at the comments yet, but it's probably going to be done. I know this isn't a very good picture of it, but this is the where the third room, which would be the one that where my mom is staying. And I think they put a bedroom, which kind of weird. Joe said they put a bedroom here. The back behind that is the kitchen and bathroom area, but they put a window here, there's going to be a hallway here, and they put a window here instead of putting the bedroom on that wall right there and having the hallway. Yeah, here, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter, but we get along really good with the owner of the property, and I think it'll work out. Like I said, either way, I'll just rent it for the year either way, so we have it. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's pretty much going on right now. Oh, my mom's in watching in the background. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions if anybody's got some questions that need to be answered. Like I said, I only share our journey. I don't share what you guys should do here. I don't try to tell anybody how it's been. I don't think I've ever done that in the 6 years I've been videoing here. So I'm just sharing what makes sense to us, and we've adapted along the way. But living the Thai style life it's been working out just great. Now I don't know what the future is going to be. If it didn't work out, we would just be somewhere else, and we're just only going to do what makes sense to us, and makes our lives easy and happy. So I suggest everybody does that, and if that's not your lifestyle, then you know don't try to harp on other people that don't do exactly what you think is best, because it just doesn't make sense to me what makes sense to you. So, but I don't, people are strange. I don't want to get into the comments again, but just if you're so happy, like I'm happy with my life, so I'm happy that you're happy. If you're so happy, then why are you complaining about what I'm doing? Just be happy. Okay, let me say good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody, again. And we'll start at the bottom here if you guys got any questions. Mitch is in the house. Jam, good to see you. Oh, we got Keisha and James. Hello, everybody. No, I wasn't. I didn't say anything about James yet. I don't know if James is still in Bangkok or not. I know James gets around. James is pretty much like me, just carefree, and whatever happens, whatever it just happens. We're not really too worried about it. If it doesn't work, we just regroup and we figure it out. We don't have any ties here, like not locked in. Like I don't have any commitments to where, anyway. Frank, hello. How are you? Gary, good morning. Den for you. Hello. Cliff. Anyway, let's get this home build off of my screen real quick. Put something a little bit more pleasant to look at. We'll get a picture of this is Nakhon Pathom. I don't know if you guys ever been to Nakhon Pathom. It's a beautiful town. And a lot of stuff to do there, a lot of awesome temples, and yeah, a lot of food. Always a lot of food. Really big, giant market. W.R. Decker from the Netherlands. Good to see you. Karen, is it Win? I think it's Win. Like that's, I think that's Vietnamese name. She should be close to Cha Am, where I have a townhouse. I'm gonna take her to Cha Am. I really like Cha Am, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Mm. Another thing, people were saying, "Oh, your mom's got to be close to you, Chuck." Well, at least she's on this side of the planet. I couldn't do anything before being on the other side of the world, so she is pretty much close to me right now. Robert, good to see you, Robert. Robert's still going to come, probably on the way back though. So just got too many things going on our route, and ultimately we're headed to Prachuap, which is close to Chaam. So Andy says he's not happy, but I still enjoy seeing other people happy. Oh, we were watching. Me and my mom were drinking coffee, sitting in the living room while everybody was in the kitchen. They were eating their breakfast, and just the news here is just all about it's just blood, guts, catastrophe, accidents. It's just, but I think that's everywhere. And we're like thinking, why do they do that? I said, because nobody gives. If people don't want to see other people that are like successful, like they don't want to see other people that are happy, like it's not entertaining, right? They'd rather see something that's a little bit worse off than they are. It's entertaining. That's why No Time to Be. Who gives a crap if this stupid hillbilly with the flat top is happy, right? If I put a video out that says I slipped and fall and broke my spinal cord, I'd probably get 1 million views on it. So, but that's just life. It's the way that it is. Easy in life. Good to see you. Good morning. I know it's far away, but you have the mindset where you are in. Where are you in October? You'll be coming to Thailand. Let me see. We're in August, right? Um, I have zero idea. I have no idea. Seriously, I don't know. Hey, Keisha. Thailand's not that far, so we're not going to be that far. You can always contact us on our Facebook page, and No Time to Be Sad business page. You can send us a message. You can send me an email, and I can let you know kind of closer to that time. Nikki, good to see you. Mike and Nicole in the house. Good to see you. All my favorite people are here. Awesome. Tommy J, I think you're coming pretty soon. Let me scroll down here. Village Falang, thank you very much. There you go. There you go, Mom. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Mark in Thailand, first time comment, part time watcher. Good morning to everybody. Thank you very much. Mike, good to see you. Headed back to Udon, where I met you. Everything is good. Everything is awesome. Duke Kun, I think, or Kaun. Have you ever had a bad Thai street food? What is it? Hmm. I don't know. I've never really got on there in the street and tried something disgusting. I did try a long time ago one of those like a scorpion, and that was very nasty. It was it's I don't I think it's just a I don't know like a theme thing. It wasn't good. Is my picture fading out or is it just my computer? I don't know what's going on here. Let me check my connection. No, is the picture quality all right, guys? Yeah, I know you guys just got back from America. I hope your trip was fun. Peter Mellows, hi Chuck. I'll be coming to live in Thailand in the next 12 months. So looking forward to it. Enjoy the adventure. What? Gaz. Hey Chuck, you haven't cut my lawns and cut them yet. Yeah, don't hold your breath, buddy. Theo, good morning from Melbourne. Hoping to be with you guys in the near future. Tim Ring, don't eat the red clams. My very first trip, I got sick on those blue. I don't know what you'd call them. I think they're freshwater. I don't know what the hell they are. All I know is I got deathly ill. I don't know why my picture is not looking good. I don't know. Maybe my internet is okay. Let me switch here. Let me try hooking up my direct cable. Do that. Let's see. Try that and see if that's any better. Hang on, let me try something else here. Maybe it just doesn't like the picture. All right, I'm having some technical difficulties here. Hang on, guys. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the picture. My internet here, I just had it upgraded. Maybe it's just because it's raining or something. Robert, I saw your comment. I lost it. I know you said you're going to go to Bangkok for some more treatment. I hope you recover soon, my friend. Brock's in the house. My tickets are booked. Just waiting to see what the visa structure will be. Especially extensions, 45 days would be nice. I think you automatically get a 30-day extension anyway, so we have a lot of comments popping up, so sorry I'm missing yours. James, weight loss camp starting 1st September to New Year's. You heard of it. You heard it here first. I hope you win. I don't know why I'm having this problem with the damn internet connection. I'm looking at my other computer here, and it just looks like it's not. Let me see what the settings look like here. It says it's in. Well, it says it's in right now 720 because I don't have the paid StreamYard. It won't do 1080 on the live stream. Okay, good enough. James says good enough. Stop talking about it. Last week I was in a Chinese restaurant and the menu was saying 3 peppers is hot. No, it was not. Then I was trying real Thai red curry and that was spicy Chinese peppers versus Thai peppers. It's kind of annoying, so, for me anyway, because I like a lot of spice. I've just been letting Paige order, so they don't know who the spicy plates for. They always give me Paige sometimes doesn't want to eat spicy. They give me her whatever, and then she gets the spicy. Because when you tell them spicy, they're like, oh yeah, okay. Like all foreigners are the same, but I can ask them in Thai, what are you thinking? Do you think all foreigners eat exactly the same? Do Thai people eat all the same? Do you know that America has very spicy chili peppers also? You shouldn't be so like everybody's the same. Duke, Chuck, when will your mom be on live with you? I'm pretty sure we all have questions for her. She's in the background. I don't have her on the schedule. Mark, I heard if you put 2 baht, the weight scale will be nice to you. That's very good. I'll have to try that. Thank you very much, Nikki. You guys are awesome. Let me hit the like button. I got 162. There we go, 163. We got 369 people watching. I uh I have a lot of comments coming up here. You guys Mitch, you can give me a hand with the comments if you want to pop on. If you got time. I know Mitch is busy all the time. Sapalat. Ordering spicy goes both ways. I ask for pet nitnoy, and sometimes I get my pet, and sometimes get pet makmak. For me, it's like if I tell them, "Oh, I can eat spicy," they're like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's give this guy." And then it's like, it's not even good to eat. Like they put too much in there. T's in the house. Good to see you. Well, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good, other than I'm looking at my computer and I'm all blurry. Oh, you know what? You look just fine. I think it's my camera, actually.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I look terrible. Yeah. Oh my God.
At least you're
I was
clear.
just
I'm like distorted or
I was
something. I
just
don't know what's
interviewing
going on.
staff for the new the new bar that's opening. So I was
Yeah.
kind of busy. Had to rush, put some makeup on. Good morning, everyone.
I don't know. Let me see here. Let me try something here with my
Hey,
camera.
JJ's in the house. All
I'm going to try
right.
something different here. I'm going to switch for a second, see if I can do this.
Some days I can't do any spice, and other days I can go over the moon with it. It's crazy how my taste buds are. Boy, my messages are lighting up too here. Imaging Edge webcam. That's what he does. He hides. I come on and he hides. I don't know what to say. I'm, I'm camera
Nah,
shy.
I'm just,
Uh,
hang on just a minute. I figure while I got you on here, right,
I
I might as well try this.
I try to stay busy. There's days when I'm feeling guilty because I was too lazy. But if you don't have something to do every day in retirement, uh, hobbies, that kind of stuff, it's a bad uh, it's a bad equation. It will turn out bad for you.
Can you still hear me, Mitch?
I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. No
I
worries.
just I brought you in here as my puppet. Thank you.
Yeah, they keep trying to tell me to start doing live streams and stuff, and I think this is part of that intervention. They're trying to get me. This is just. I don't like looking at myself when I'm shaving. Look at look at this. I look terrible. Let me check this light here. Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, yeah, looks good. Here, this is even better. I like that. What do you think of that? Yeah, Chuck is behind the curtain.
Hang on, I'm trying to do something here. I can't seem to.
No worries. Take your time, Chuck. I'll entertain. I'll entertain myself, and hopefully, I don't get you in trouble. So you're headed to Udon, huh? And then down to
I
Prachuap.
am.
Sounds like
Yes.
that's good.
I've
That's
got
good.
probably going to be buying a new camera here in a second.
From Tennessee. Hello there. I'm serious. My eyes are fuzzy this morning. I think it's carbon monoxide because there's an extra human in my condo,
Hmm?
and it's I'm like I need more air. I'm
Hmm.
so blue. Yeah, blue. Udon's great. I've been there quite a few times over the years, and you never know. I may end up moving there. Coffee. I'm drinking coffee today, and Kahlua. Just kidding. Just coffee. Sugar free. So it's still a carcinogen, though. You know that fake sugar stuff is got to be bad for you. Speaking of whiteboards, Mark, I've been thinking about getting one just for that. Actually, two of them. One for Ty and one for keeping my schedule because I forget what month it is, what day it is, sometimes what hour it is. Um, yeah. Yep.
I am not liking this whole setup here.
Sucks,
I'm
doesn't it? Sometimes.
and I'm trying to. I changed up some camera settings to try to get longer life on
Uh
the
huh.
battery, and
Right.
now it's not cooperating. I'm about to smash it.
Just, just go for it. That's right. I need more help, Wadman P. I need to. We have a problem.
I'm gonna have to exit out of here for just a. I don't
Yeah,
know what's gonna
like
happen.
to see you, Robert. I'll still stay. It'll keep me on here.
Well, I don't know if I
Now I
kill
don't know
this.
about the live stream though. If you kill the live stream, I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, yeah,
Well, I was
yeah.
going to exit. I don't want to exit the StreamYard because I don't think it'll. I think if I exit it, it won't come back.
No, you can start over. No one's gonna mind. I know you hate doing that, but it's called technical difficulties in life. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to use my laptop, I guess, until I can figure this thing out. So,
So you're gonna close out and come back?
no, no, no. I'm just going
Okay,
to
I'll standing by. Houston, we have a problem.
try a couple more things here first.
Yeah. Hey, Corvette Rudy. Houston, we have a problem. I remember Kevin Bacon in that movie says, I can add. We're on step 320. That's something. He says, how do you know that? I can add. Great movie. Yeah, Chuck looks different.
Yeah, it's just it's froze. I'm going to try something different here. No, I can't do that either.
Hello, Loretta. How are you today?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. Well, I can't get my camera to connect back on right now at the moment. So
Let's see. What's let me scroll back here. Rental, 1 to 2 bedroom house or condo, Top Panam Muktaham. Good question. Kind of, it's really up to what you. I've seen them on Rent Hub because I'm not in that area. I look at Rent Hub, different provinces, Rent Hub Thailand, and you can plug your stuff in and find apartments or houses or condos for rent, and they're always in that 4,000 baht mark up. And the other option is that I use is Facebook Marketplace. You can plug your parameters in where you want to be, how far away, et cetera, et cetera. Chuck will be, or James will be there, Chuck, shortly to fix it. Don't worry about it.
I can't even get my. I'm going to have to probably reset it because it won't even come on my laptop right now.
But Facebook Marketplace works really good as a generalization for numbers. Chuck is in La La Land. Oh, that's not my live stream. Let's see. Someone else, something that was, it's scrolled by really quick. Who's messaging me? Yeah, I can't repeat that one. It is overcast today and about 30 degrees C. Yeah, I'm a bookend.
La la la.
Yeah, I wish I would have made it to that meetup in Bangkok. That was a nice one, you guys. It was great seeing everybody having a good time. I'm having some joke, Nikki. I'm having some soup, or had some soup already. A little bit of pork in it. It was nice. I'll have some chili for lunch because I made some chili. Thanks, Hugh. I'll pay you for that later. Hi, Dow. Dow, you want to come say hello? Dow. It's okay if you're naked. No one cares. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? Po challenge. Beautiful day today, Boeasy. It's a little overcast. It's cooler than it was yesterday. My morning walk was leisure. I didn't walk fast, and I didn't really walk. I walked about 7,000 steps. That's it. I'm just not feeling myself today, so it was just took it easy. I don't think Dow heard me. Let me mute my mic and I'll yell. I did JLG. I did HVAC construction, heating, ventilation, air conditioning construction, and project management. Yeah, good. That's what I was thinking too, James. Jump Tien for Kara. For me, I talk about moving all the time. Everyone knows that. But this area of the country, boom, we're central. We can go up or down, left or right, and it's easy. And there's everything here, literally. Big ones for me: medical, transportation, food options, that kind of thing. It's it's westernized, so it's a lot easier than out in some other places. Not that there's anything wrong with other places, because I like other places. Gotta be careful what I say. October, right on, Bo Easy. Good to go. Yeah. No karaoke for me unless I'm, you know, yeah. Oh, I see some buffering. Oh, look at that. It's okay, Chuck. Don't worry about it. Thank God you're back. Jesus. See,
Oh well. Anyway, how is
anyway,
everybody today, huh?
what I'll do, if you don't mind, Chuck, I'll just read the comments, and when something comes up, I'll get you to it before it scrolls
Yeah, my
by.
my friend CJ, same but different, sent me a message
Hmm.
on trying to. Well, he sent me a video that shows how to change up some settings to make the battery life. I had to update it with some new software and then go to. It's got a streaming mode, but I don't know. It's not. I think I'm just going to put it back to the way it was before. So after this, I probably won't be doing another live stream for a while anyway on the road. So anyway, I still have to. We've got everything all packed up and ready to go. It's like a short drive though. From here to Udon is about three and a half hours. So we got plenty of time in the morning. So my picture's better now. Okay, so I don't know what
Oh
happened.
man, oh, that's just going. Yeah, exactly, Kara. See, honesty is the best policy.
My mom actually came out here and says if the picture was fine. Like okay,
Good
Sapalot
enough.
ordering spicy goes both ways. Okay, I must have to. I got to scroll back down. I already answered that.
Whiteboards are handy dandy. I'll tell you what, they are handy.
Come here, you. I got this.
Yeah, show the animal.
Yeah, everybody
Yep.
likes animals, huh?
Yep. I'm paying attention to Kara. Oh, I'm not ignoring you. Oh, I thought I was bored. I thought that read boring. Oh
Uh,
God. See,
okay,
person
go ahead.
sees what they want to see. Kara, it's great to see you. It was awesome meeting you and traveling with you, and I can't wait to do it soon again, like in a couple days.
Aloha, Jack. Yeah, that dog, really. I don't know. There's a couple of screaming kids over there down the street. I'm sure she likes to come over here and take a vacation.
I've seen a lot of puppies lately on Instagram.
From
People ask me
who?
about getting a dog. I just don't. I don't want to. Uh, I can't commit.
Valley, good to see you. I saw
Good question.
Bucky's bag
How?
in the
Oh, sorry.
video. I saw Bucky's bag in the video. Do you guys miss Texas? I don't miss. I miss Texas, but I don't miss all the things that you have to do to live in Texas. Go ahead, Mitch. What was it? Who had a question?
I already forgot. It was about Kara's eyebrows. How'd that go? And
Oh, yeah, she looks good now.
that is awesome.
They've kind of faded into more of something that she likes.
Wow,
Vicky,
your chat scrolls really fast, Chuck.
I know it's difficult. That's why I asked you
Holy
to come help me.
smoke! Oh yeah,
Vicky's
I
got
need
a
a
crush on
Bucky's.
you.
I need a Bucky's burger. Oh, Vicky, thank you.
Mitch, my Aunt Janet wants to know if you karaoke.
Only in a private setting and after I've had too much to drink, I'll sing.
I've heard it. I can tell you that's probably a good thing.
It's no soy dogs howl when I sing.
Here's an interesting topic that's ongoing. A lot of people are asking about health insurance, especially for people over 65 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably most of the expats, and there's a lot of expats that live in Thailand that are over 65, a lot. And I think most of them are self-insured, the ones that I've talked to, or they've had insurance that rolled over and they've kept. But it's so easy to self-insurance on it. We haven't been to the. She still has insurance right now, so we're gonna go on our way back. We're gonna go see the our insurance company and see what kind of plan we can get her. But really, basically, if you have a good emergency, you can self. Like she just went to the doctor and got a full checkup, blood test with X-rays, lab work, cost her $30 for all of that stuff. And I just got her prescription medication. A 1 month supply is 30 baht for her medication. So which is I don't know, what is that, like $1? So
How do you? Let's see. Okay, I already lost it now. Mike Allen's asking, how do you self-insure?
well, I mean, you have money,
You reach
and
in
then
your pocket.
you go to the doctor. Now, if you're in Phuket or Pattaya or something, things are a little bit more expensive. So let's just give an example. My mom's thinking about getting a facelift. Actually, she got a quote to get her eyes where they cut a piece out of your lids and then they sew them back up. How much do you think that would cost in the United States? I mean, here it's going to cost about, I don't know what, $500 to do that, to have a surgery, cosmetic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So, things are not that expensive here for the cost what probably a lot of people pay for a premium. You're not going to spend that much in Thailand. But you can. What you should do is just only stay place that makes sense to you. Like if you have a lot of issues and you need to be near a place where you have your insurance or your Medicare or something like that, then that's where you probably your best bet. But I think my mom's been to the doctor like 3 times in the past 20 years. I had to make her go this last time. So, but she doesn't have any health issues. So, and I don't know. We haven't got a price yet on what it's going to cost her to get insurance at 70 years old. It can be done. I met a person the other day who's over 70. He pays $200 a month. So for I think it was Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Thanks, Jake. Thank you very much. Can I get a head transplant?
I can I could do I can't do a green screen. You can do a green screen right now. Change your head.
Boss has a question about Mukdahan or other areas where to live. Any ideas best place to live in Isan for a younger expat under 30?
I
Good
meant
luck
to
with that.
block that.
Oh, sorry, I meant to block. Oh, I'm not doing my job.
There we go. Here's somebody. Wayne. Wayne says October 1st. Is medical insurance for retired expats required? Yes, it is if you have an OA visa. If you get your visa outside, just you have to have some basic coverage. Not basic, but it has to be a certain amount. So I
Yeah,
just
and I don't know
get
what
the
that
visa
amount
here.
is. I got my O visa here, but I still have insurance because I'm accident prone, and that's all I need is to get busted up and have to spend a bunch of money.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not six. I'm not 60 yet, but well, I'm only 53. Might cost me 800. Well, this year the exchange rate was good, so it cost me 700 and something dollars for the whole year for good insurance. I made a
Yep.
video on it.
Got it covered. Thanks, James.
Brent
Janet wants to get
Brent's
her
in the house.
eyes lifted. That's good. That's good.
Thailand is very
Um,
popular medical tourist destination.
yep. I know a lot of people that have had various types of surgeries here, from dental, surgery, orthopedic surgery, from accidents. I mean, and
Brent's got a
other
question.
enhancements. What's the question?
Brent says if two Americans moved to Thailand and then had a child, is that child considered a Thai citizen and could it own land? Absolutely not. No, it has one of the parents have to be a Thai national, have to be a Thai citizen.
Great question. I did not know that. American Lord Chow in Thailand. I was talking about a 10-year visa might be.
They've had that for quite some time. It's a 5-year visa with a 5-year extension.
See you, Nikki. Take care. Thank you. Miriam has a question, Chuck, about YouTube bloggers paying taxes.
I heard that YouTube bloggers will need to pay tax in Thailand as they are running it as a business. Is that true? Yeah, if the channel is in your wife's name, which is probably if you're Thai, that's the best way to do it. Then they have to pay a 7% tax in Thailand, and they have since it's a 1099. Also, since I'm married to her, I have to pay tax also, which we have to pay tax in the states too. So,
Huh.
but yeah, but if you're coming over here and everything is in the United States, that's and you're not causing any problems. I don't know. A lot of people. I mean, you're just showing videos. It's not like you're. I don't know. It's kind of touchy. You can actually go to the website on my lawyer that I recommend, and he can give you all the information on how to get a work permit to make YouTube videos. But if you just, if it's in America, then you just get you get a 1099 and you have to pay tax back in the U.S. We're only here as guests anyway. It's not like I live here permanently. I'm only here on a temporary visa every year. So I'm always just a tourist in Thailand anyway. I'm not a permanent resident of Thailand. Bo Easy, Bo Easy, yeah. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
Paul Red will ever fully retire? Only if he's not capable of getting on his motorbike and going to work. Um, I don't think he will.
I
Robert says,
concur.
yes, Mark, the LTR visa starting in September will issue for 10 years. Still fine. For me, like I've seen the 10-year, they want you have to have 2 million baht in an account in Thailand. And let me see if I can pull it up here. Uh, let's see.
Let me do this here. I'm looking for something too for you.
Let's see. Of course, you can do the elite visa, which is what James is doing. I wish I could share this to you. Back in 2016, they had a 10-year visa. It's an OX visa. You could look that up. Okay, I was wrong about the 2 million. It says applicants must have money deposited in a Thai bank account located in Thailand with the amount no less than 3 million baht. But that's the one I was. The OX apparently has been around since November of 2016, and the visa fee is 10,000 baht. But it's a 5-year visa with a 5-year extension, so you have to pay 20,000. Yeah, there's a lot of They've got a visa coming up too, where they're going to allow people to own 1 rai of land too.
Huh.
But you have to invest quite a bit of money in Thailand. Here's another question, Toby Price. Why do you have to pay tax in the U.S. when staying long term in another country? Your obligations to the United States IRS is never ending, so you always have to pay tax. And especially for people doing YouTube out of the United States, it's a 1099, so that goes to the IRS, so you have to pay taxes on that.
Take care, Keisha. This is my one of my first baby pictures that I was able to retrieve. Yeah.
I still remember the day I found you, Mitch.
Yeah. God. Oh, my mind's foggy today too.
Wadman, 2 million baht seems cheap when you compare it to the expedited green card for the United States. The extension process is really easy. I mean, it costs you, I don't know, what is it, 1,900 baht every year to get it extended. It's not that big of a deal.
Taxes and death. Yeah, Mark. This is in Kanchanaburi 20 years ago. I was chilling.
You says you still look the same, Mr. Mitch, just clean shaven now.
That's it. Linda says Thailand cities mean nothing to the average listener. Interesting.
Thailand cities. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. Especially if you're not really interested in Thailand, which would be strange why you'd be watching videos about Thailand.
Someone only a mother would love, Loretta. I do like bananas, yes.
If there is no property taxes in Thailand for most owners, where does the money for maintenance? There is property tax. I don't know who said there wasn't. There is property tax. There's business tax. My father-in-law pays a crap load of tax, actually, for his business. They have even like a workman's comp, stuff like
Brock.
that.
Exactly, Brock. And it was inexpensive too. It was like 3,000 baht for the whole body wax. And here we go. Oh yeah, we've seen a lot of rice paddies on our little excursions, haven't we, Chuck? Your mom and everyone.
Peter Mitch, hi Chuck. Could you tell me how much did your lawyer charge your mom for the visa application? I made a complete video on it with like all detailed information, but if you don't have time to watch it, the lawyer charges depending on what you need to get done. Used to be 30,000 baht, but the fees have gone up I mean, everything has gone up, I guess. The lawyer said the immigration's fees have gone up. So it's right now, if you want to use the service of the law office, it is about 2,000 US dollars. But you can contact him. I got the information in every single video in the description box.
Catchbay has a comment there about visas and Thai visas and things. Let's see what.
The discussion never addressed how difficult it is to get a visa for a Thai. During the last 2 years, I spent more than 100 hours on a plane plus QR, resulting in a month of time together in Finland. I don't know what the laws are in Finland. It's pretty tough in the U.S. too. That lawyer has gotten quite a few of our viewers' wives K1 or girlfriends K1 visas to go. What that would have to be their wife, a K1 visa. But you might want to contact a lawyer to get it done.
You're right, Wig Alert. Property taxes in the states exceeds what you would pay for rent in Thailand. Generally speaking, absolutely true.
Hanuman. Hi, Chuck. I'm stopping by to say hi. It's great to see your mom having a good time. Mafia is still a force to be reckoned with. All right. We'll see you when you get here. I'm doing a live stream. Yes, VA tax is also a huge revenue source. Robert and his wife own a really beautiful home in Cha'am. We paid property tax last year. It was 65 baht. Was that after the house was built, or was that or was that just a field?
That's outrageous. I mean, how do you survive 65 baht?
Let me scroll down here.
Thanks, BR. Yeah, I got my eyebrows done. No. I need to trim them, though.
Well, that's pretty good, Robert. 65 baht for that mansion. That's I don't know
Beautiful
how you pulled
home.
that off.
Beautiful
Yeah.
home.
Hopefully they don't come out and check it. Peter Ward says through 30,000 baht for his nano. I don't know how long ago you got that. That was kind of the going rate before. I mean, there's agencies out there that'll do it. I
Yeah,
think the best place to get it done is probably in Pattaya.
they sure are accustomed to doing it. That's for sure.
You must still pay a 17% VAT. I thought it was 7%, but I mean, yeah, we still get charged
Yep.
VAT tax. Hello, Cindy. Gary says, "Are you thinking of traveling through Chumphon over the next 6 months or Samui?" That's a long time, 6 months. So probably, chances are, yes. I would have probably. So Thailand's not that big. So we usually go from, we go one side and then we go to the next side.
Piece of cake. Yeah. Oh,
Do
yeah,
it
you can do
yourself
it
in
yourself.
Pattaya. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I do mine. We do ours myself too. But a lot of time, could you imagine if you don't really know much about Thailand and you're coming over here? I mean, you don't have anybody to help you. How overwhelming it could be. So Um, Not everybody wants to go through. I mean, some people don't mind paying a little bit of money just to get it handled the first time.
Yeah, I wanted turnkey when I got here, so I elected to have a service help me out with it. But everything since then I've done myself, and my 1 year renewal coming up, I'll do myself. Now that my feet are on the ground and I'm in the mix.
Everybody, well, not, I mean, a lot of people have, given me a hard time about doing that with my mom, but, everybody's situation's different. So, uh, I would never do that to anybody. Whatever you did just probably just made sense to you at the time. But when I went to America, we were going to get my mom a 90-day tourist visa or a 60-day tourist visa with an extension. So that way I had time to get the money in the bank here. Well, when we got there, we couldn't do it. They weren't allowing that. You had to do it online, get an online visa, which is no problem, except they wanted you to get it 2 weeks prior to your departure time,
Mm-hmm.
which we were leaving in 7 days. So I contacted the lawyer and he said, "Don't worry about it. Just get here and we'll handle it." So that's why I went that route with the lawyer at the time. Hey, Joe. Yeah, I know UFC's on. I'm going to have to watch it bootleg on the internet.
Yeah, me too. Chris has a question there, Chuck.
All right. I don't. Okay.
That's an ad.
This one here, Mitch. How's your new bar working out for you? Chuck
Yeah,
really
yeah,
enjoy watching. Well, he had a bunch of girls working there, but they all quit on him. So now he just has lady boys. But just trying to find the right crowd.
yeah.
Maybe you can go check it out.
It's a. Oh my god.
Robert, it's a lot smarter to get
Oh,
someone to help you if you are assisting a family member. So frustrating sometimes. Yeah, I wanted to make. Could you imagine? She probably would have been freaking out if she got here and had to go through all that stuff at first. But we're going to do it the next time ourselves. We're not going to hire the law office. It just worked out easy for me. Just do what makes sense to you. A lot of people wouldn't pay the money to do the elite visa, but if it makes sense to them, who cares? I got a lot of positive comments about my mom's stay here, and I appreciate that, and she really appreciates that too. It gives her a lot of motivation. There we go. I already put that out there earlier, and I think people are just having fun with you now, Mitch. I think they know.
yeah, yeah. But there's some that were very hurt by the fact that I didn't open one. I mean, people were
It would be
planning a trip around, which is
really.
flattering. Yes, yeah, yeah. But it's like, ah, man, I can't. Yeah,
I thought it was pretty
having any
funny.
kind of business, it would just be just it's so foreign to me now. I can't believe I did it for so many years.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. There's no way
oh,
I would want to own a business, but the sign was funny. Eminem, right?
it was you went right into story
I was
mode, and
always
I was like, yeah, come visit, sure.
I was always good at bullshitting.
However, that bar, M&M Bar, we were treated very well. Service was great.
Yeah,
Pool table, there was a dog there we could pet. I mean, it was nice, nice place.
I
I,
had
I
that.
highly recommend going there and many
Dark
other
brother, hey
places to
Chuck,
help.
are you going to show your mom Phuket and Chiang Mai area if she likes living there? I know a lot of people like Chiang Mai. A lot of people don't like Chiang Mai. Thankfully, not everybody likes Chiang Mai because that would be the only place foreigners would live, I guess. But I, I like we have a lot of friends there, and they have two houses. Like they can't live there during the burning season. I think starts in like December or something. If it lasts for like 3 months, the problem with Chiang Mai, and if you live there, you know this, it sits in a valley, so it gets kind of stagnant, kind of like Bangkok. But I
Hmm.
don't think my mom really doesn't like the big city. She didn't like Bangkok. She didn't really care for. That's the thing about Udon too. I don't think she's going to like the city part of Udon, but Samantha lives outside the city, and she's 3.5 hours away from me. But of course, I'm going to take her to these places because she's going to be living here. So she's going to be traveling with us no matter what, where she goes. Maybe not all the time when she feels up to it. She'll be traveling with us. But honestly, I know my mom. I don't think she would like Chiang Mai. Anyway, enough about that.
Let's see. Bobby's got a question about money transfers. I just noticed there's some chat going on. Sorry, I haven't been watching the chat. I'm moderating two other streams at the moment.
Who's got a
Sorry, Chuck.
question?
Bobby Diggs, 78. He says he asked 4 times about money transfers and they keep going or keep ignoring. Apologies for that miss.
I mean, I've talked
Money
about this many
transfers.
times.
I use Wise and I use my Charles Schwab to transfer funds. That's
What
I
is the
do.
main reasons why you do that?
Fees are next to nothing. I mean, it's inexpensive, it's convenient, they're established, it's quick. I mean, I've had it as quick as 5 minutes to make
How
a
many
transfer.
times? How many times do you transfer a year?
Oh, at least once a month. Sometimes 2 or 3 times, depending on what I'm doing, like buying a motorbike or buying a bar, that kind of thing.
My take on it is a lot of people use TransferWise or Wise, whatever you call it today, but and a lot of people, same as you, they send money very frequently, so the fees could add up. For me, I only send money over here if the exchange rate's good. Like I just keep plenty of money over here for the year. So I usually only send money one time a year, maybe 2 times, but I send a large amount. So me personally, I don't want to go through a second party in case there's a hang up. And now,
Right.
and another problem, and you can talk to Joe about this or watch his video. Joe had to hire assistants to get his visa extended this last time because when you use TransferWise, they want to know where the money comes from each month, and he would have had to get like an affidavit or on each individual party that sent the money every month, and it was overwhelming. So he just paid somebody to do the service for him this last year. But for me, I just do the trans. It costs my bank charges I think $45 to transfer from my bank to my bank here, and that's what I do. Just a one shot deal. You can get it. You can pay a little bit more and get it next day too if you want to do that. That's all I got to say
Wadman,
about that.
I just put the link up for Wise. If you just go to Wise and any day of the week and plug in the currency you want, and it'll tell you right there the guaranteed rate that given day and how long they'll do it. So right now they're saying 35.75 US dollar to Thai baht guaranteed rate for 29 hours. Boom, real time. So that's the best way to do it. You betcha. And then Cindy asked a question about small pets in Thailand. No. Well, from my experience, most do not allow pets. You have to kind of seek them out where they'll allow you to have a pet. But they're here. I have lots of friends with pets.
Dark
Dogs,
Brother
mostly.
says, "What's the inflation like now in Thailand? Are you feeling the pain of inflation yet? Rents are going up like crazy with inflation in America. I've seen the inflation in America. It was crazy, like very, very insane. Like I don't know how people are affording that. But in Thailand, like I don't notice anything. Like everything here is still basically the same. The food prices are the same. I mean, you can buy a dish here for a little over $1.
There you go, Robert. Good.
So I don't know that we would feel the pinch here as a Westerner. I'll say now for Thai people, I don't know, but I haven't seen any. Have you seen any inflation really that much in Pattaya?
Yes and no. I mean, it's negligible. I've seen some 5 baht increases on a couple of chicken stands, and my haircut went up about 10%.
Hmm.
Uh, for me, that's nothing, but for some, that's quite a bit of money.
Yeah. What do you pay for a haircut?
I pay 140 baht
Hmm.
and free when we're on a road trip with you.
Mitch's $4 haircut.
Yeah. Um, Anywhere from 80 to 140 baht, depending on where I'm at the time. But I have one guy I go to regularly. $5 a gallon, and diesel's over $6 a gallon in Washington. Yeah, 5 baht US dollar. No, you wouldn't feel the inflation. Okay. I just haircut and a shave. I don't do any other kind of waxing or any of that kind of stuff. I'm old school.
No pets and no durian. 5K baht fine.
Pretty typical.
Brent, you're going to eat durian when you come here next. It's good.
I've been craving durian since we left Dave's place, at Annie P's. That really was a good batch.
Yeah.
That was good.
Robert's got a marriage visa, so he keeps 400 baht in here in a separate account. A lot of people do that. A lot of people, they just put on a retirement visa, just put 800 baht, 800,000 baht in an account. It grows up enough interest just to pay your fees for the following year. But for me, I live here. I don't keep all my money here. Most of it's in the United States, but I live here, so I don't want to transfer money back and forth all the time. So it's just easy for me just to keep a large sum here in an account and never let it go below 800,000. I'm probably going to get a separate account just for the. I want to do that thing like you guys do with the phone, where you're paying for everything with the phone. But
Yeah,
every year, the immigration wants the printout of your statement from the bank, and I could just see if I did that on everything, it'd be like 500 pages long, you know. So I'm just going to get one account for my immigration, and then get another account just for like expenditures, you know. One of these days.
that's true, Toby. They're still struggling here. I mean, it's a fact of life.
I think they're going to be for the next 3 years.
Yeah, easily. I mean, things are opening, things are moving, more people are coming, but it's a long way to go
Yeah,
to get to where we were.
that's why I
Things
said if
run.
you're a
Go ahead.
Westerner, that's why I said if you're a Westerner, it probably isn't affecting you that much. But if you're having to work over here for Thai baht, you know, and you don't have the customers, you know, and then people just don't have the money. Of course, you're going to be really affected by what's going
That's
on.
good. That's good, BR. 5 Thai words. Yeah. 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 I think people are struggling everywhere.
The cool people are going to Hua Hin. You guys need to go too. Yeah, I'm not cool.
I'm not cool either. I do want to spend some time there though, because I haven't spent any time there really. It's always just been passing through.
Bobby Diggs, Chuck, when are you starting the rooftop pool project? Your in-law retiring soon. Every time I mention the pool rooftop project, I always talk about when that's going to happen. And way after my father-in-law's retired, we're going to. I'm not going to mess with that project anytime soon. I'd like to start tomorrow, but I think it'd be too much of a pain right now. So
Hmm. Let's see if I think has an agreement with the. That's pretty cool.
good to see you, Jim. Thank you very much for the donation last time. Paige really appreciates that. I told her, I said, Paige, this was supposed to take the mafias out for lunch. She goes, nope, that's mine. You take them. See how that worked out? Yeah. When I have long stays in the Philippines, my bank has an arrangement with Bangkok Central Philippines where each transfer of 1K is $15, happens in minutes. Awesome. I think probably maybe the Philippines has better ties with U.S. banks. They used to have a deal here. They stopped a couple years ago where you could go through the Bangkok Bank in New York and do a domestic transfer, and it would cost you hardly, I think, $15 to transfer money to Bangkok, but they stopped it. That's how I was sending money over here for years, but they stopped doing it.
Both Vietnam and the Philippines are on my to-do list because I haven't been to either place.
I haven't
Really
been to
want
the
to go.
Philippines yet. Mitch, are you going to have a rooftop pool on your restaurant? Did you buy a restaurant too? Holy crap.
Yeah. I actually inherited it, yeah.
Thank
Because
you,
I'm actually
Jim, very
Thai.
much. Paige, thanks you for that too.
Good
BR,
question, Robert.
I think y'all should get a Brazilian wax. That would be fun, guy. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Actually, I did do one, and I have a video on that actually, in
Brazilian
Cha'am
wax. Holy
when it was in the middle of the
Joe.
very dead season. I did that for a massage shop on the beach that was hurting for business. I did a video on it.
I've only been to Laos one time, and that was 2 decades ago. Yeah. Catch Bay has another question. Anybody who's a tourist here in April of 2021. And life in the country was very difficult. Yeah.
Yep. Thankfully, those days are over.
Hello, William. Yeah.
Hey. You know what? I heard, and I haven't tried it yet. Lao has an e-visa now, where you just go online. I stopped going because it would take up a whole damn page just to go visit of your passport,
Mm-hmm.
and just it wasn't that exciting to go. We were just going over there visiting friends, but for me, there's nothing over there that's not here. It seems like everything over there comes from here, but things are very expensive right now in Lao. Very expensive. Like a couple noodle. My Lao friends over here say the same 30 baht noodle soup cost like 200 baht over there right now, unless that's changed.
Jesus. God.
Bobby says, "Don't ask Chuck a question. He answered it in one of his 7,000 videos. He will certainly call you out on it." Dark Brother, my work is letting me keep my medical insurance for $500 a month when I retire. Should I keep my insurance, or would medical insurance be cheaper in Thailand? I mean, yeah, I don't, it just depends on how old you are and what kind of conditions that you have, but I would definitely look into it. Like I said, I pay $800 a year for mine, but you can look into it. I mean, it's once you're in Thailand, it's a little cheaper.
Yeah, I would
I
keep it
did,
Dark Brother and then get here and do some legwork.
yeah.
See what they can it depends on your age and pre-existing conditions and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you,
I pay
Peter.
more than $800 a year for mine through Pacific Cross because everyone knows I've had all kinds of health hurdles.
Mike Reed, when you eat in a big room, is the food always cold? Seems to be placed out well before you eat. Thailand's a little bit different on their customs when it comes to food. Now, if you're going to a restaurant where it's food that's made to order and it comes out, it's going to come out hot unless you sit around, then it'll be cold. But family style food's usually a lot of food's prepared early and then it sits out. It's really not that big of a deal, but you could put it all on a plate and go stick it in a microwave. I suppose if eating cold food is a problem for you, but um, yeah, ready to eat stuff or meals prepared at a restaurant are always going to be warm, and sometimes the shops have heat. The roadside places, they keep it under fire.
Hmm.
Nicker, what do you need to get to Thailand? Like, do you still need to take a PCR test? At the moment, you have to have a vaccination or a PCR or an antigen test 72 hours before your flight.
Hi, Super Steven. And there's some Journeys with M&M just commented on that same thing. They just got back in country, so they're pretty up to speed on what you need to come in.
What was his reply? Let's see it.
Which one? PCR test. You need a PCR test unless you're vaccinated.
Yeah, my mom got an antigen test.
Hello, Beverly.
That was about a month ago. Beverly, hi Chuck. Mitch just wanted you to know that I am here and been here almost since you all came on. Is there any locale in Thailand that has a climate similar to temperature zone here in the United States? South Florida is pretty similar to Thailand. Where we're at right now. The temperature here is 27 degrees Celsius. You'll have to do the conversion on that. But right now, but I don't know. I mean, up north it's a little bit cooler. A lot of people just move around, from place to place. I prefer to be by the ocean. There's always a breeze, but some people don't like the salty air.
Good question, Graham. I think soybean oil is the most prominent one here. I don't know, though. Good question.
Somebody says you can get a PCR test on arrival, but it takes time. Here's the problem with that. Like, well, I don't know where you're coming. Maybe it's different from the country that you're in. But when we left Houston, they wanted to see the PCR test or the antigen test from my mom, and they wanted to see uh, mine and Paige's vaccination cards. And when we got to Japan, they wanted to see it again for whatever reason. Doesn't make sense still. So yeah, you can get the PCR if you don't have it. You can get it here. Now I saw in Japan people were waiting in line. These people didn't have their PCR test. They were trying to tell them, no, we're just going to get it in Thailand. They made them take a PCR test right there in line in the Narita airport. So I would just get it before you go, but depending on where you're coming from.
Yeah, Thai medical is excellent. I mean, it's excellent. Hello, the Jacob family.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Yeah, no,
Palm and soybean oil.
My father-in-law has about 25 tuk-tuks ready to go. Right now, they're doing repairs, modifications on older tuk-tuks, changing motors, and yeah, they're even working on Daihatsu pickup trucks. So they're not really their market depends really on Laos, the neighboring country. They can come over here now, but only on the main bridges, which is in Mukdahan, which is 50 kilometers of here, or in the Komponom, which is 55 kilometers here. But usually they travel by water taxi all day across here into Tapanom, but that's not happening right now. So yeah, business is not good.
No, Super Steven. She's not.
Is he talking about knit?
Yeah, I think so. Take care, Bo. Bo easy. Yeah.
All right, Boise.
Miriam has a question about. Oh, I'll let you answer that one.
Toby says that most of the airlines won't let you go without the ATK or PCR test. That's what I've experienced too. Miriam, when Paige, mom, and dad passes, will you take over his business? No, 100%. No, no. I have no intention on. We could have done that already. Like he was wanting us to take it over. That he thought maybe that was going to happen when we moved here, but Paige definitely doesn't want anything to do with that. Nick says, "Do you ever plan on going to Cambodia at all?" I have a video on it. Yeah, I've been to Cambodia. There you go. You may want to ask Keisha on this one. Any recommendations for a hotel in Bangkok for a few nights? Really, I really enjoyed that. What is that? The Central Plaza? Is that what that is? There in Terminal 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't. The Terminal 21 hotel was awesome.
Yeah,
Definitely
James
recommend
always
that
picks some
place.
good spots in Bangkok too.
Yeah, you can ask James too. Yeah.
Yeah. Take care, Joe.
Yeah, our my mom's antigen test was free too. She just used her Medicare actually.
Okay, that's good.
Definitely have no interest in being a tuk tuk mechanic. I don't even want to put gas in my car. Thankfully, they do that
Grand
for me
Center
here.
Point. That's it. That's it. Grand Center Point.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mike.
Center Point. Yeah, yeah, that's an awesome place. And sometimes you can get a deal on it.
Lots to see and do in Bangkok too, and it's huge. It is
And it's right
absolutely
next to
huge.
Soy Cowboy. You can go walk over to Soy
You go,
Cowboy.
yeah, yeah. Pat Pong and Soy Cowboy and everything. That's funny. When I go to Bangkok, I go to ABK to find shorts that fit. That's my
I,
mission.
I don't know what my mom's favorite place is so far. She's just still all in kind of in awe about everything. So I don't
Oh
think she
yeah,
quite has a favorite spot.
I wouldn't wager a guess. I do love Ko Chang. Sand fleas are kind of a bitch, a bear, but I couldn't
They
live
didn't
there. I honestly couldn't live there.
they didn't mess with me this. I mean, I put that coconut oil on every day, and I didn't get bit one time. And they're bad right now during the rainy season, and it was no problem.
Yeah, I missed two spots. One on my hand and it's gone, and one on my foot. I missed two little bites. That's
Viola,
it.
Chuck, is your mom still paying for her Medicare? I was going to cancel mine when I get there, as it can be restarted without difficulty if I were to go back. I'm glad you said that because I shared our experience actually in a video and had a lot of people tell me their opinion
Hey,
on
Daz.
what the Social Security Administration does. There's a big fine if you don't initially start up your Medicare. There's a big fine, but if you've already been paying on it for 5 years, like my mom has, and you cancel it and you're moving out of the country, the agent said if you're living out of the country, it's not doesn't work, so there won't be any penalty when you come back. Most likely, she threw that in, but she said you have to, there's a certain period where you have to sign up again. But she's not planning on going back for a long, and she doesn't plan on spending 2,000. She was paying $170 a month for her Medicare, so or 180. No, I mean $180. I think $180 a month for her
Mm-hmm.
insurance. So, hey, Daz. But yeah, she canceled. We actually, the only way we could do it was she actually had to go into the office and give them a date when she was going to be leaving the country. We couldn't do it online, but that's just in Texas. I don't know. But you'll have to check. You'll have to go. Actually, I called, which was got a few weird. Yeah, dealing with American government agencies is just as fun as Thailand, if not funner.
I'm
Daz,
59
Daz.
years old, Seaway. 59. Today I feel 73. Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they changed the rule in Texas. I thought it was starting like July 1st. A lot of the areas were not doing in Texas. They weren't doing any more free testing unless it was something that your insurance or your job. There was a couple of other exceptions, but nobody was doing it for free anymore. Because me and Paige had to do that also when we came back to do the 1 day quarantine, and with our even had our vaccinations too, and we got ours for free because we didn't have insurance in America. You don't have to buy into Part B Medicare. Well, whatever it was, the A, I never said what it was, A or B. Whatever she was paying was 100. I think it was $180 a month for her Medicare, which was been put on hold. Carletto booked at the Quarter in Bangkok for 4 nights, 160. That's a pretty good price. Mitch, I can't wait till you guys meet. Mitch, Daz is coming in a couple months.
God, I hope I'm not doing my laundry. Just kidding. Oh, get ready for an ab workout from laughter. I assume.
John Doe. I'm assuming he says it's talking about Thailand. I will not
I
return
was
to
thinking Tyler,
Thailand.
Texas. I was like, when I saw Tyler, I
Yeah.
thought Texas. Isn't that funny?
I don't know. You know what? The best thing about Thailand, and it bothers me too. I don't like to see people be scared, but it's a different culture here. But the best thing about Thailand is people really just mind their own damn business for the most part. Like as of right now, like I'm not really. It's up to you if you want to wear the masks, unless the place specifically says you cannot enter without a mask, like government buildings, hospitals, stuff like that. Make some banks, but like the mall, like nobody's come up to me or given me a dirty look because I'm not wearing a mask. A lot of kids aren't wearing a mask. There are some groups of Thai people that aren't wearing a mask too. But the best thing about it is people just they're not really too worried about what you're doing unless you're causing a problem for somebody. But uh, the culture's a little bit different in town. Like they don't want to be disrespectful, and a lot of foreigners do too. They don't want to feel disrespectful. I can't breathe in a damn thing. Like I have problems, but that's my business. With trying to breathe in that mask. So if I don't have to wear it and I'm not sick, um, I'm not going to wear the mask unless I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I bet in Pattaya probably nobody wearing it, huh?
It's touch and go a few places. They still ask you to put them on. I was at a market yesterday, food mart, and they didn't say wear them exclusively, but I felt that way. There was a couple of us in there that weren't wearing them.
I do that too. Like if I'm in a place where, like we were in Macro,
Mm-hmm.
and I went into the door and I said, "Do I have to wear my mask?" The guy says, "Up to you." So I get in there and everybody's wearing a mask. I said, "Ah, shit. Let me just put it on my face."
Yeah, kind of looking at you funny, and yeah.
Yeah.
Ex
But
Nicholas has a
I
comment
have to
there
wear it
about
down here because I can't
yeah,
breathe.
Yeah, I wear
Jake,
mine
thank you very
improperly.
much. I appreciate that, sir. I'm told
Yeah, that one.
my two best friends, let's go to Thailand. I said, let's do 3 weeks next summer. One of my friends said 10 days is enough. I was trying to tell him 10 days is not enough. What do you think? 10 days is 100% not enough, unless you're just going to go to Pattaya. I don't know what he's done when he comes to Thailand, but usually maybe your budget only allows you to spend 10 days in Pattaya. But if you're going to come to Thailand and you want to see some of Thailand, you really need a good, like half a month, 15 days, you know, to really see a good portion of a section of Thailand. But it just depends on what you're going to do here.
Yeah, the airlines kind of have their own protocol, and you're kind of stuck with it. Yeah.
This has been asked a couple times today. I think maybe by the same person. I'm not sure. But yeah, you have to pay as long as you're a U.S. citizen. You have to pay tax. When you make, it's just like anywhere else. Like if you work in America and you're under that threshold of the amount of money that you could make as a single person or a married person, you still have to pay tax outside. Even if you're paying tax in Thailand, you still have to pay tax in America. There's no exceptions in the United States. And when you retire over here, you can collect your benefits, your Social Security, in another country as well.
Yes. Nice.
That that stuff is available if you go on the IRS. You could just type in, "Do I have to pay taxes living abroad?" And you'll get a pretty good explanation of that. Wigglert, thank you very much. Extra elephant pants for Kara.
How did you guys meet?
Who's that?
I don't know. I it scrolled by so flipping fast. I
Uh,
just changed screens. Yeah. Yeah, a month
ANA,
is bare
yeah,
minimum for me.
yeah.
A
ANA
month is
made
bare
us
minimum.
wear a mask. When we left Houston, we had to wear a mask going into Japan. We had to wear a mask on the whole flight. Leaving Japan, going to Houston, we didn't have to. Like the flight, nobody on the United airline was wearing a face mask. So, but going going to wait, let me yeah, let me take that back. On the way there, we didn't have to wear a mask to America. We had to wear a mask from Bangkok to Narita, and on the way here, we had to wear it the whole damn time.
God, it's frustrating. Yeah.
Jack Bree says had no test when we came into Thailand from Australia. I don't know how that would work out. I know if you, I guess if the airline didn't check, because actually the immigration doesn't check any of that stuff in Thailand. Once you arrive in Thailand, they don't. It's the airline that has to check all that. So if your airline didn't check, then awesome. ANA is way better than United. Yeah, Daz has
Yeah, I
flown
agree,
quite a
James.
bit.
Yep. There's some all kinds of tax uh, breaks here for Americans. There's a great outfit. I
Bobby
attended a seminar
Diggs,
last year.
Chuck, do you
Can't
have to
remember the name
share
of the
your
company.
Thai bank info with the IRS in America? Yes, anything over 10,000 US dollars outside of the United States, you have to do what's called a F bar every. Google it, F bar, FBAR. Every year you have to file an F bar report to the. They just want to know exactly what was the most amount of money that I had in that particular account. At, whatever it was at one given moment, the max. And I convert that into whatever the current exchange rate is, and it's pretty easy to do unless you have multiple accounts. United told us to take our masks off when we flew to Tokyo. You guys got lucky. Ours, we had some Japanese attendants on the United flight on the way there, and they all made us wear the masks. James says there's actually some unique tax laws for U.S. citizens in Thailand. Consulting with your tax pro may be a good idea depending on your income sources. John Doe, Chuck, I recommended NAR Narin restaurant in Mukdahan a few times. Just wondering if you guys ever made. I don't remember. I don't. Is it still open? I think was the problem. I think last time. I don't. I don't remember. It's been a while. Maybe I've been there. Send me another link and on our No Time to Be Sad Facebook, or send me an email and I'll look. Okay, Beverly. Thanks for coming.
See you, Beverly.
Sales tax. There's a VAT tax, but I don't pay sales tax on items, and usually in Thailand.
How far of a drive from Bangkok to your place, Chuck?
I think it's like 12, no, maybe 14 hours. 12 or
Is there a
14
train
hour
that'll
drive.
take you there? Can you go by train?
You can take a train to Udon, I think, from Bangkok, and then from
Uh-huh.
Udon, you could take a bus. Uh, I think that would be the best, probably the best route. Or from the easiest way to get here is a direct flight from Bangkok Airport. Um, I think both airports are flying now. Definitely Don Muang, you can take a direct flight, which is what you did when you came here to Nakhon Phanom Airport. What is that, like a 40-minute flight for
Yeah.
like $30?
Yeah, it was easiest pie or whatever, piece of cake.
Yeah, Daz, when you start a bank as an American here, they make you fill out a 1099 and they report it.
Yeah. The US government likes to know what we're doing with our money.
Here it is. Brian wants to know, how did we become friends? Who said we were friends? He's just an associate.
This is just an illusion. This is
Just a it's
YouTube is
just a moderator.
it's smoke and mirrors. I'm just a blanking moderator.
We started chatting a lot while you were in America. Yeah, and then you had
Yeah,
your little
back when you were
scare.
doing
Your little
before you sold your house. Before you sold your house,
yeah, you had your scare,
I was
and
following Chuck's adventures, Chuck and Paige's adventures.
and then we just finally. I don't know, when did we meet. I don't remember quite at the moment. Was that? I don't remember.
Thanksgiving
Everything's a blur.
down at Joe's on our motorcycle trip.
I thought we met before that.
Did we?
I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry. It wasn't that big of a deal for me. It wasn't like, oh my God, I even did. No. I think we spoke like on Messenger, but
Yeah.
I don't remember. Now when I met James, I have that on my calendar and everything.
Yeah. If you live in Thailand, do you have to add any income for your Thai wife? I don't know. I mean, mine's a U.S. citizen, so I don't know. We have to file married. I don't know. I mean, if she's Thai, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Daz. That was where we met Daz
Where?
at a ladyboy bar.
Uh,
We were at a we were at a ladyboy bar when we met.
yeah, Daz is pretty sexy as a lady boy, actually.
Really? Wow. Oh, Chuck still
Yeah,
rides his bike.
I saw that, James. But they keep talking about it, right? Like they were going to end it, what, June 1st or July 1st? I don't know the last time, but they'd get another 4 months extension on their grip. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Viola's asking if your mom's going to be in any of your lives. Lots of questions. I've heard that a lot. And also,
Uh,
what's your favorite place in Southeast Asia other than Thailand? There's another question in there.
Japan. I didn't see Japan. I really like Japan. I need to get a chair for my
Oh,
mom,
Japan.
actually. So,
Japan is nice. Yes,
yeah.
Japan is nice.
How many visa runs can you do in Thailand before I don't know anymore about that. To be honest,
Wow.
right now
Yeah, I have no idea.
it was different. You couldn't even leave the country; like all the borders were closed. Um, but there's rules on
Wavy.
what you can. I don't know. I think you're just going to have to go to the Thai embassy website.
Thank you, Wig Alert. This page has nice legs.
I think so. She's actually got long legs. She's pretty tall for an Asian. Her legs are actually longer than mine.
I know, and when we go out for walks and stuff, she's stepping out, man. I'm like breathing hard,
Yeah.
keeping up.
I like Japan. Japan's clean. It's organized. Good food. I love the culture.
Yeah, Brock. That's funny. Japan is nice. If I had a lot of extra money, I would spend more time there. I would go there and spend some time.
Yeah. And the city is expensive, in Tokyo. But we need to, next time we go, we're going to spend some time way outside. Paige is packing. She's been packing, spending some time with her mom. It's actually Sunday fun day. I'm kind of doing a half-ass video today. I'm not really in the mood. I haven't made a video in quite a while. I think I got 2 videos left in my queue, but really just been
Sorry to
kind of
hear that,
chilling.
Gary, about your mom passing a few months ago. 95. It's a good age. Made it a long time.
Yeah, that is awesome. Keo, no, I don't have any intention right now in visiting Laos.
I want to go back and do some more Cambodia temple stuff like Angkor. I love exploring ruins and things like that. Yeah.
Gary, and the wish to care. I hope that your mom finds a good place. I would say close to you and the family. Stay. Yeah, I get that a lot. Like in the comment section, your mom needs to stay close to you. But like I kind of was talking about it at the beginning of this video about our situation. Like we travel. Like we're only here 2 weeks at a time, so my mom's not going to want to travel around with us, but wherever she's at, she's not going to be that far. At least she's on this side of the planet. But
Yeah, a lot easier within Thailand.
yeah, but yeah, she's not really planning on living in this house because we're only here 10 to 14 days at a time. Japan has gone off the deep end with COVID. I don't know about it. Might be like the fear, and the airport. Like they're really freaking out. Like everything is. Yeah, they're really really paranoid about the deal, but it's really messed up their economy pretty good for sure. Make sure Kara understands the constant danger of the Thai sidewalks. And I'm always telling her to be careful. There's not a whole lot you can do. That's why I'm trying to get her to get more flexible uh, for Thailand because it's definitely an obstacle course. How does your mom get along with your mother-in-law? My mother-in-law is awesome. I mean, my mom is awesome. I mean, they have nothing really to talk about because they don't understand each other. So, um, you know, my mom doesn't need special attention. My mother-in-law is not going to give it to her anyway. But everything is fine here. It's just my mom doesn't really understand. When you first get here, it's like all these noises. They don't make sense to you, right? And it just becomes confusing.
Hey, Will, Central Marina basement, the best and cheapest in Thailand for roti. Have to give that a try.
Regarding Cambodia, besides Angkor Wat, what other places are there to see? Siem Reap is a pretty
Shoot,
cool
man,
place.
Cambodia is a beautiful country.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of French architect, there,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of places are dirty in Cambodia. I found the culture's a little bit different in
Take care,
Thailand
Jake.
there, but one thing I didn't like about Cambodia was the fact that it was pretty dirty in a lot of places. Was that little kids would come up and beg money, kind of like South America. Coming up begging for money while their parents were sitting off in the background. I didn't like that. Yeah, I have some friends that live in Japan. I definitely want to go spend some more time there.
Got hepatitis A in Cambodia. Yeah, there's it can happen. I had a friend that got it in Seattle. Yeah.
What is my favorite spot in Pattaya? I don't
The
know. It
pool at my
must.
condo
Yeah.
is my favorite spot in Pattaya. Yeah, it can be bad. Screws you up. Wig alert. That hepatitis A. Sorry. Sorry. Chuck, I'm getting kind of.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. I had a couple friends with dengue also. Man, that's. Man.
Here's a good question. It's come up quite a bit. What is your biggest obstacle to surmount as an American in order to enjoy life in Thailand? It's really not just an American thing. I think it's a Western thing. Like or maybe just human nature. Like we're always trying to compare stuff to what we know, and it just doesn't make sense, and it becomes irritating. So I think the biggest obstacle, other than the language, is the fact that nothing makes sense. Because we're trying to learn the language compared to what we know in English, and we're trying to see things and try to understand them in a way that we only recognize. So it's difficult, and it becomes irritating for a lot of people, and becomes negative. Things are just different here, and it's difficult for people to let go of what they know and try to accept things for what they are. And I think that just becomes a burden.
Yeah, our sentence structure, how we put things together, completely different.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot of people say, well, you should use the Google Translate. And I think Google Translate's an awesome tool, but not for speaking Thai because they don't say things like we say. They say things like, "Have you eaten yet?" They're not going to say, "Well, I'm hungry. What do you have in mind for lunch today?" Like they're not going to talk like that. They just very basic sometimes. And when you try to try to speak in English to translate, and it translates that with your structure into Thai, it doesn't make sense a lot of times to them. You know. But it does work too. Like if you're trying to learn Thai, like Google's a good tool to like You can
Yeah.
say you can say a
Yes.
word like you want to practice telling somebody, "Have you eaten yet?" Gin kao liang. Well, there's a tone that you have to say because if you just say Gin kao lu yang, it doesn't make sense. So you can repeat that back to your Google app and see if it translates that into English. Then you know you've said it right. So that's a good tool for
Mm.
that to try to get the accent.
It's dangerous driving or riding a motorcycle here. It is very
Hello,
dangerous.
hello Ken.
That's for sure.
Amer- American arrogance. What exactly does that mean? Like everybody, 330 million people that come from all different places of the globe are arrogant. That might be an arrogant statement. I don't know, but I don't know. There's a lot of arrogant. I've met a lot of arrogant people from all over the world, actually, not just to pick on America. Keith, we're going to find out soon what she likes. We're going
Yeah.
to be traveling in that direction starting tomorrow, actually.
Hello, Ken. I just saw there. I'm doing all kinds of bouncing around here. Google Translate. I've gotten into trouble with Google Translate. I mean, I've done something and it's ordered me a pizza, and I'm getting married. All kinds of stuff's happened. So I just stick to one word translation. Never try to put a sentence together.
Any scams we should know about? I think there's quite a few. Just
Careful with the internet, man.
ask my friend Brent about the taxi ride. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of like when you get a phone here, which it's in Thai anyway, but there's so many scams on the phone right now. It just drives Thai people crazy with
Good question,
all the
Tommy.
phone scams.
You've been stung or bitten by anything while swimming?
I stepped on a damn octopus one time. We was in Koh Chang, and it was just me and Paige were the only ones out in the water, and all of a sudden this slimy ground came out from underneath me. I freaked out, and this thing freaked out too, and it come all the way out of the water, and it left like a black streak of that ink. And I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, shit! I hope that wasn't me." But it freaked me out. But I got stung by a couple jellyfishes, but it's no
I've
big
stepped
deal.
on some urchins before. Um,
Mm.
had my leg a brush up with a bunch of jellyfish. Uh, we carried meat tenderizer on the boat, So if you had that, you could, or alternately, you could have a friend urinate on your leg. But I preferred the meat tenderizer to help with that.
Here's a
And so yeah,
question
I've been
from
stung.
Jay: is flying through Japan the only practical way to Bangkok? Is there a less COVID crazy route? Well, it depends on where you're coming from. So, and we got whatever's going on in Taipei right now in Taiwan. I don't know, but typically I prefer to fly EVA because EVA is actually closer to Bangkok. It's only about 3 hours versus the 6.5 hours from Japan. So I prefer flying from Houston to Taipei, from Taipei to Houston is the best route. I mean to Bangkok.
Yeah, Daz, over 7,000 islands in the Philippines. They got to have some pristine beaches. I can only imagine.
A lot of questions.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them I have no idea because I haven't been to the Philippines. Hello, Marietta.
I haven't flown Singapore Airlines yet, actually. Um, Jack Bree. I have heard a lot of good things about that, but I haven't. I don't know if it's because I couldn't get one out of Houston or not, and Eva was the best in the because usually Eva is like a $600 round trip ticket from Eva. So I don't know.
I sold everything when I came here, Samuel. The whole smash.
Here's an interesting one. LB, do ties make you feel as if you outgrew your welcome period and are overstaying as the Japanese do? I think that depends on you. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I've never had a.
if you were that type of person, you may get that feeling with me, like like I'm done with you. Please leave the room. I think that could happen in any situation. But for me personally, I've never experienced that I've wore out my welcome. Uh, I think it just depends on you, no matter what. But I know in Japan they're
Some
into
simple people.
themselves there. But
I sold my body every day, Hugh, when I had a career and I busted my ass to make my money to retire young. So, did I sell my body? Yes, I did. Does that answer your stupid question?
yeah, you just came here to make money on YouTube.
That's it. Thanks, Hugh.
People that retire at an early age, um, I mean, they're not stupid people. I mean, even if they retired through the military, uh,
Oh,
I
kudos to
mean,
the folks that retired from the military.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, they
there's
didn't
times
get
I
here
wish I
just a
had done
buck.
that. Awesome, Captain Photon. Seattle, I'm having a hard time finding a business class flight. I'm 6'6". Oh man, that's got to be rough.
Yeah, I don't
Six.
know.
I pace. I buy a coach and I pace in the back of the airplane. That's just me because I don't want to have any health issues with sitting on my butt for so many hours, and I feel
My friend,
better jet
my
lag
friend
wise.
Brent is 6'4". He didn't have a problem on that. The seats are pretty spaced out now on the newer planes. Now we flew that United plane, and it was like I said, it was ghetto. It was tight. But the newer ones, it's like you've got plenty of leg room, even for somebody 6 foot tall. It's not too bad now. But I would definitely get the middle outside seat. Thank you, happy viewer. I
Thank
love
you.
that name.
No kidding.
Sometimes people take my sarcasm as negative. They say, "I don't know why you have a channel called
I,
No Time to Be Sad. You're like the most negative person out there." But first off, my channel, it's like I'm not like Mister Rogers. It's just basically called I don't have time
awesome,
for this
Mark.
shit. That was what the No Time Sad meant. But I mean, sometimes maybe it's the haircut. I don't know.
I get snarky at times. I do.
It's all in fun, right?
What's the funniest thing I've done off camera? Oh my god! Don't tell them about the cucumber, Chuck. God.
Shit, I don't remember the cucumber.
Yeah, I do.
All right, let's go beyond that. Wig alert.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
either of you currently rent storage space United States? I don't want to, but I might. My mom's got one right now. She's paying $65 a month for, but not me. No, I don't own. I think I got a box in my friend Brent and Lori's house up in their attic. I think that's all I have now. It's just some old pictures and stuff.
Hello, Cone Ken, Donald. That's funny, Lee. Yeah, you rub their flying is a challenge. It is.
Hmm. Yeah, when you fall asleep and the cart bumps into your elbow, that's not good either. But
Yeah, I try to stay awake the entire flight. I try to stay out of my seat. as long as that seatbelt sign's not on, I try to be up and I pace around. I drink lots and lots of water. Back in the day, I used to drink, Bloody Marys and crap like that, but no more. And then I hit the ground running. I don't stop. And then that first actual evening, I sleep, and no jet lag for me. It works. It works best for me.
100% agreed, Jack Bree. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of Aussie friends that get it.
You started it.
I know. See what I did?
Yeah.
Mom always told me don't cry wolf, and I never listened. Now I own a bar, a restaurant, have a boyfriend named John. Oh my God. It's the internet, folks.
If you have lower back issues, is it worth the price to upgrade to business class for the lay flat chair? I can't digest the price of that. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know that I could sleep anyway, even if I paid the money. You know,
What? Here's a secret.
I
Okay.
have I have a lower back problem, and I was eating damn ibuprofen just to get
Mm.
through it. So, and that ibuprofen's a lot cheaper than a seat that reclines back.
Multifaceted Shay says something about getting rid of stuff. That's an issue for a lot of people. It's a struggle. Really having a hard time getting rid of my stuff. I have not used this stuff for 3 years or in 3 years.
Take a
Classic.
picture of take a picture of it, and you can. Oh, I used to have this badass bass boat, or make a video of it, But those things, they're anchors. They're anchors is all they are. Unless that's what you really enjoy in your life and that's what makes you happy. But if it's holding you back from doing something that you really want to do, it's nothing but an anchor. Uh, you know.
Yeah, I literally got rid of. I came here with 2 suitcases and a carry-on. That's it. I, there's times when I wish I had some of my tools, but I can get stuff done easily enough. I watched a lot of Benny Hill too. Wig alert. Bar life is great. Happy viewer. I have my own stool that keeps polished all the time.
No, Lee, just everybody starts a YouTube channel to make money.
I I won a Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes years and years ago. So I get $1,200 a week for life, and that's as long as I don't overspend that, I'm good to go. Tell you a secret about flying, though. Don't tell anyone. If you go to the back of the plane into the galley and fall down and go oh like this, they're gonna put you up in first class.
There's a funny story, Mike, about your comment. When I was getting rid of our things too, I was working and Paige was home, and
That's funny,
I
Mike.
I was having some people come over, just friends, not like Facebook or anything like that, come over and look and see about getting some stuff, maybe buying some of our stuff. And I come home one day and it was like everything was gone. I was like, wow, what happened? Did you sell all of our stuff? She goes, no, I gave it to my friend. They want to get their own apartment and they needed some stuff, so I just gave it all to them. I'm like, holy shit! But yeah, it was all gone, like except our bedroom stuff. It's like wow, but it was like it was once it's gone, it was like easy. It was no problem. Once out of sight, out of mind. All these big words, LB. Have you guys hit the crescendo in happiness compared to your lives in the States? I was
Gosh,
kind
I'm
of
gonna have to.
miserable in the States. I've never been so much. I think that me waking up every morning, my only thought is I want to have a cup of soup and some coffee, and I don't have to do something that somebody expects me to do and is never satisfied what I do anyway. That's utopia for me.
I was thinking about going back to the States, but after watching your videos and the cost of things, I don't want to go.
uh, $36 for a steak, and that's you cooking it yourself.
Put it this way: next year, 2023, my daughter's getting married, And I'm not going back for the wedding. She's coming here for the honeymoon. And I'm happy about that.
Huh? You have real friends, Chuck? No, they're all just internet fake. Like my subscribers too, they're all fake and paid for.
Yeah. Yeah. How much does it cost for that? I need to know.
Oh, it's cheap. Yeah, you get one subscriber for like a bot, one bot. If you wanted to make a good comment, two bot. If you wanted to be, like a troll, five bot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are the questions they ask you in the comment section relative to your video or just some kind of off the wall comment with other names and stuff?
I don't know. He lost me on that one. I don't. I'm
Yeah,
easily
I do get a small stipend from Chuck. Yeah, you're right.
two bot.
He tolerates me. Two bot. For 10 appearances, I get 2 bot.
Yeah, I've heard this before. I've learned a lot of stuff about people in Europe from YouTube. I've met a lot of people, and like I didn't get it like first. When I first started getting comments from people in the UK, it's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, Brock.
But yeah, definitely a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to scroll down.
Yeah, scroll down.
Yeah, ice cream. I pay Mitch with ice cream.
Yeah, and
double scoop ice cream.
Cone Ken's got for me the best ice cream. Very very good presentation. Yeah. And the roti on Chiang Rai or Ko Chang, I'm sorry, Ko Chang roti was. I enjoyed that.
How is the interest in Thailand bank account any good? It's like
I'm not interested in mine.
1%. We started a couple accounts before when the economy was good. I think our account is about 8 years ago. We opened up a couple accounts here before I moved here, and I got a long-term account of getting a 15-year account that pays almost a couple $100,000. I mean, it pays like 200% at the end. It was this crazy long-term deal that they have. You can't get it anymore. But I was getting 4% on the two accounts. The other accounts when I
Super Butterfly, it's
opened
good.
them up 8 years ago.
Bar's great. Dark Brother has a question about an SUV, Chuck.
All right. I mean, see where that
there's an old tour bus for sale. I think I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to
Chuck,
hire a
do you
full-time
regret
driver.
Not buying a larger SUV? Hardly fits 3 people and their luggage. I don't know. I guess maybe you haven't watched my videos much.
And I tell you what, a Fortuner is. I think that's the right size.
Do they have a bigger one? I know they got Land Cruisers, but
I mean, you get the vans and stuff. The 12-passenger van,
but that's not an SUV. He's saying a larger SUV. I don't know if there is one.
I don't know. Can you get a Yukon here for under $300,000 and drive down a single lane soy?
Yeah, I don't know. Ours is pretty good. Now, when you have the back seat, when you have actually all the seats in there, then you just have to stack stuff up on the roof. But I don't know. I'm happy with mine. I wouldn't mind getting a van. I just don't have anywhere to park it.
Oh, Doug asking when was the last time you wore a dress shirt?
Who, me?
Yeah. I can't remember when I wore a dress shirt and a tie. Holy smokes. I
brought some decent button-up shirts to the U.S. I brought 2 of them, and I never unfolded them from the. I don't know. From now on in my life, I only do what really just kind of makes sense. And these little thin, it's hot in Thailand, so I need something that's gonna not. If I wore a dress shirt, I'd have to change it 20 times a day. But why do I want to wear a dress shirt?
Nice.
I don't really need to wear a dress shirt. It's not comfortable. I don't know when's the last time. I went to a funeral and wore one not too long ago.
I wore a tie today. That's from a
I have
song.
some ties here,
JLG's
actually.
got a question about that thing on the passenger side front fender of your SUV. Chuck, what is that?
Oh my God, that is a it's a parking mirror that I've never used really. It's so you can see the edge of the curb and the front bumper. It's just for parking.
Yeah, pretty common here. It's like a curb finder that you can
Yeah.
see instead of feel.
Now they have
Mitsubishi's
those
got a nice
sensors.
large SUV. They do. Quad man, they do.
You can get those parking sensors added to any vehicle now here.
Dress
I think
shoes. Man, I saw a bus yesterday. It was like, man, I want one. Holy smokes. You don't need to
did
buy a room. You don't need to
did
rent a
Nick
hotel room.
did Nick ask this question earlier, or is this a different question? I've seen him posted a couple times.
It's been asked a few times. You like Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I answered that. I don't know. Maybe he was asking you. I don't know.
Been seeing a lot of stuff on Singapore lately. I wouldn't mind checking that out again.
I think that's
Been
going
a
to
long
be our
time.
next little
KL,
little trip.
KL, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. I want to spend a few days down there.
There
I've
are
seen RVs.
RVs in Thailand. Yeah,
Yep.
I think you guys watched um, Keisha's videos. They were in one, but there's like a big. It's kind of like a group thing where they have a few places that have RV parks, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
cheap.
Elite Visa is great for certain individuals. It's a nice fit, Mark. I'm talking about stretch limo. Who asked that question? Free the system. What's your thoughts on an elite visa?
Okay, Nick says Japan's not a southeast. I guess I was just thinking about Asia in general, but
Yeah.
okay, let's. So he doesn't
I,
repost that for the fifth time.
I
Let's
stand
see.
corrected.
I like Vietnam. Vietnam is a pretty cool place. Been to Vietnam. Been I've been to all the neighboring countries except for Myanmar and Malaysia. I haven't been there yet, but I've been to China. Been to uh, Taipei, Taiwan. I like Taiwan. I want to go to Hong Kong, and I do like Vietnam. Vietnam's a pretty cool place.
Yeah. So East Asia, Japan.
No, I don't drink at all.
No, I drink tea. It looks like alcohol.
I do like Sangsom. It's really light. It's a rum. Um, I'm sure I'll have some tonight. Sunday fun day usually involves Sangsom. Have you guys ever been to Japan?
Ralph,
Welcome to the stream.
yeah. Hope work was good today, Ralph, or last night, depending on when you worked. Asia Pacific, yeah, that's
We've
true.
been on for 2 hours, Mitch. I want to thank you for
You
coming
have.
on. I appreciate that.
I hope I didn't offend anybody, but thanks, Chuck.
Yeah, well, I spent most of my time jacking with my camera.
Yeah, it's technical difficulties. I get frustrated with that stuff.
Where is the best place to find quality American whiskey and bourbon? I'm not referring to Jack Daniels or Jim Beam. I like Maker's Mart. You can find here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I like Weller's. I don't know if you ever heard of Weller's bourbon. I do like that, but Maker Mart's not bad. But you can find Maker's Mart at Top Supermarket and Well, depending on what city you're in, but Villa Market has quite a bit of top shelf stuff.
Yeah, that's a good question about the crown. Why they don't have crown here, Howard? I have no idea.
I think I know why. I think I have a pretty good explanation.
Just
It basically tastes like shit. I don't know what else to say. No, just see if James will pop on. Bam, bam, bam. Or I don't mean to be to offend my Canadian friends. You know,
good
uh,
question. Yeah, good question. I honestly I don't know.
we all got our special taste. Some people like Chang.
Yeah, or Tsingha,
I guess
Leo.
if you like Chang, you probably like Crown Royal. Hey Klaus,
Hey, Klaus.
be seeing you soon, Klaus. Do they have Costco yet? Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I
I don't
love you.
think they have
Welcome to
Costco.
Costco.
Howard
I have a lot
Glickman.
of friends that drink Heineken, and I just one, and I get a headache.
You know what the problem with opinions are? Is that people are intolerant of other people's opinions. If you like Crown Royal, man, awesome for you. Very cool. I'm so happy you like Crown
Gonna
Royal. I
potate.
don't have to like it.
Potato's gonna potate. That's
I knew you were lurking in the background. I thought I'd stir you up a little bit.
no. That's I don't eat at McDonald's.
Leo is 100% not like Miller Lite. I guess if you, I take that back. It could be like if you only have that much beer left and then your water
And then
melts into the
yeah,
full
your ice
glass,
melts and you get
then that would be similar to Miller Lite. Yeah.
Brock.
Woodford can be found. Yes, I have seen Woodford whiskey, and Gentleman Jack is not too bad either. But
I've never ever had Crown here. Hint, hint,
uh,
James.
I saw a Thai whiskey called Crown something, but I'm sure it's probably just as horrible.
There's quite a car scene here. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of in
a lot of
Phuket.
racing,
There's
a lot of
and
shows, a lot of hot
Pattaya, a
rods,
lot of
old school
shows.
stuff. Thanks you. It's part of it was a contractual thing.
Somebody said that they had in New Mexico they found Leo, and I think somebody in Nevada said they found Leo
Yeah,
beer.
I found a place. I'm
Yeah,
looking it
there
up
is
right now.
Irish whiskey here. There's Jameson whiskey, and I, I don't know of any other whiskey in Irish other than Jameson. Actually, there are probably a few more. Yeah, Jameson is here. I've seen it just about everywhere. Well, I say that a lot of places.
Leo is brewed by Singha, by the way,
Yeah,
in case you guys didn't know that.
yeah. We went to that Singha Ranch. I don't quite remember where it was, but that was a pretty
Singha
cool place.
Ranch.
Yeah, they had really good food there. Good steak too.
There you go, Klaus. Good man. Drinks anything that makes him happy.
Yeah, Klaus is a switch hitter. I've seen him with Leo and Chang.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I
You're a
when I'm
switch
happy,
hitter.
I'll drink, and to keep happy, I'm a happy drinker. Jameson and root beer, really, Randy? I've never had
You
that.
you have to be careful with soda in Thailand because they use real sugar, and when you want to mix it with alcohol, it's like Whoa, very sweet.
Wow.
How about
I've never.
veal? I don't, I don't know. I've never had it here.
I
Probably
haven't
in some
either.
specialty restaurants. If you go to some specialty Italian restaurant, you probably can get it.
Tennessee whiskey, man, they got it down. Yeah, Chad has a great channel, CB Media. Yeah, he's a great guy too, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, another
Good
vlogger or
natured,
some.
friendly.
I won't mention his name. He uh, he asked me some question one time, and I said, "Oh, he's kind of a spaz." In the U.S., that means that you're like hyper,
I'm
right?
here, Chuck. I'm right here, Chuck. I'm a
Yeah.
spaz.
Well,
I'm
not
right
you,
here.
but in America, that means like, oh, you're kind of hyper. But apparently, I'm going to say Australia, it means something different, like insulting. I guess I have no idea, but whatever.
Mm.
And so he goes and blurts out, "Hey, did you hear what Chuck called you a spaz?" And so I think immediately me and him, that guy have never been friends, but I think whatever chance we would have had to be a friend, like I need friends, it ended pretty much right there, which is it's okay, it's fine, doesn't matter. I wasn't trying to be ugly to him. I just thought he was kind of hype. He just seemed like a hyper. I never said anything bad about his content. I think he had really good content. I just said he was hyper. That context thing. Lamb chops is pretty popular actually in Thailand.
Very popular. Lamb chop. We had some pretty good lamb at Annie P's, didn't we?
Yeah.
Man, that was a meal.
When I first came, people were calling me, what do they call you, a Yank. Like, in Texas, like you call me a Yank, you get maybe a little bit of a bloody nose.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just different words mean different things in different parts of the world. Do the mafias? I don't think they drink Lao Cow. I'm sure maybe when they were younger, probably that's the cheapest thing for them to get. But I think it's changed. I've heard it's
Okay.
actually changed quite a bit.
Yeah, let me look at something here. I got to pull something up.
Yeah, Frank.
Ah,
Frank will
oh,
be in Udon tomorrow. Actually, he lived on fried rice most of the time. Spaz means spastic in Australia. I don't. Maybe spastics means something different to you. Spastic means like, just kind of like a lot of energy. Do I like soul beer? I love soul beer. Soul beer is awesome. Oh, see, I understand that. I get that too a lot. Like you Americans are all the same. I know that's like annoying, really annoying when people say that. But I wasn't insinuating, Bruce, that you guys actually, to me, Australians and Texans get along really well. You guys, you guys can you dish it out, but you can take it back. Like a lot of people, like a lot of the Europeans, they like to say something on my channel. It starts off with a compliment and then it ends with an insult. I'm like, okay. So if I comment back to them, like they get really sensitive about it. Like I'm thinking, dude, if why even say something? If you don't want anybody to give you an opinion back, then why share your opinion to me, or be sarcastic. You don't want it back. So,
I
but
should. I do need more videos, Kara. Yes, I do. Chuck, can you
I'll,
check backstage? Is there anybody back there?
let me see. Nobody, no,
Anybody
nobody.
backstage?
There's nobody backstage. No.
Trying to send
Does
your
somebody
link.
does somebody need to be backstage?
Yeah, James wants to come on and bail me out.
Let's see here. Hang on a second.
I'm not sensitive. It's just a pollen. Yeah, yeah. Well, I had a sneeze account. I forget what store or sneeze attack, and people were looking at me like I was had COVID
Oh
or
yeah.
something.
There you go, James. I
There's
don't know.
there's idle chat about motorcycle trips. Nothing definitive though. All right, thanks. I hope that's what. Unless he wanted the link for my OnlyFans account, so he can make fun of me.
Oh,
Hey, James. Thank God.
how
I
about
got to
that?
get a coffee real quick. I'll be right back. Okay.
What's up, Dr. J?
What up, what up, what up? Good morning, everybody.
Where are you at right now? Are you
Good
still in BKK?
morning.
We're at home. Back in
Oh,
Pattaya.
okay.
The best place in Thailand ever.
They still don't have Crown Royal there.
It's okay. We got this. We got this. Hold on. Let me fix this. See if I can figure it out here. I'm not very talented.
You having some technical problems too?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice haircut, James.
There we go. All right, we go now. Let's see what's happening. There we go. That's what's up.
So how was your Bangkok trip? Looks like you guys had a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time. Little impromptu meetup, just hanging out. Went down there to talk to those tax guys and all that. Just chill. It was just a couple of quick days there. We stayed at the Grand Center Point. It was lovely. It was lovely. We had a great time.
Yeah, that's definitely a good place to stay, man. A lot of cool stuff around that area, and walking. You can take the train right there at the hotel. Yeah, it's definitely a good spot there.
Yeah, I dig it. We actually stayed at a different. We stayed at like a residence type one, like an apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, it was still cool though. It was just down the street from the one you guys stayed at. We were actually going to stay at yours, but I don't think they had any availability. But that's all good. Whatever. Next time we'll get there. But yes, Grand Center Point. Yes, thumbs up all day. Really nice.
Yeah, we'll probably be there again in about 10 years. You haven't met Daz yet, have you?
Still haven't met Daz. No, I can't wait till we get to hang out. It's going to be good times. It'll be good times. That's going to be not a T-rated conversation.
I don't know why, but when you come on here, my camera just decided to battery to go out. Hang on a second.
Technical difficulties once again.
Yeah, as soon as you come on, I put another application in this camera to try to get longer battery life, but you got to have some add-on stuff. Now it's not wanting to connect.
Using that ZV1 that Lori gave you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I leave mine plugged in, it keeps the battery charged when I'm live streaming. I don't know what's going on with yours. And I don't use the imaging app. I just use USB streaming, but we can talk about that later.
Well, that's what I have. That's what I'm using today, and I'm having problems with it. So I just added that. I just added that to my camera. I'm going to be in the dark here for a second while I change my battery. Hopefully, I get the.
Yeah, I don't use the app though. That's what I was saying. I don't use the app.
Yeah. Well, I didn't use it. I didn't use it before, and I still had the battery issues. But it says you have to have some kind of add-on thing.
Yeah, I don't use any add-ons, no apps, nothing. I just connect the camera directly to the computer and go through StreamYard. I have no issues, and it usually the battery usually doesn't die. Usually,
that's what I usually do too. But I'm good for like a couple of hours, and then it's done. So whatever, that's okay. I got a bunch of batteries right here. While you're hosting my show,
it's all good. Dark Brother, I got a video for that. Go check it out. I think Mitch posted a link earlier. They can help you out. I don't have to give you any hints. I got a free $200 consultation for you. Go check them out.
Yeah, people a lot of times do ask some questions about videos that you made, and you'd rather them watch the video, to get all the detailed information than have to explain it again. But
and I'm just not as intelligent. Those guys, one of the dudes is actually in school getting his PhD right now. So, would you rather hear from him or me? Who's going to know better? So.
Yeah, I'll have
Looks like
to
I
check
lost some weight.
that.
That's just camera tricks. I keep the camera angled down. Makes me look thick. It's that Instagram pose. You put the camera up high and aim down. You look thinner. Works every time.
Really?
look, Mitch is like gonna move his camera up now.
Holy
Let me
shit.
try that out.
Oh, see, I'm not wearing pants. Yeah.
My battery died, Mitch.
Where's Chuck?
He's screwed. This is probably gonna be the end.
Okay,
Well, I'm in here now, so it's time to end it anyway. So it's all good. Yep, Mark 1, 23
No,
years.
stay.
You have to stay.
I'm just running the show now.
So is Keisha back?
Keisha was in Bangsa last night. I'm not sure where she's going now. I know they were only doing like a day there, so they on the road somewhere else now.
Oh, God.
Turkey necks are sexy, chocolate man. Hey, I'm not hating. Do your thing. I'm trying to get one.
All right, camera. I'm about to.
I hate to be in the way because this is like the most beautiful background ever. That's sexy.
That's pretty cool, Larry. F4s.
James, you want to come over for some Sunday fun day today?
I'm on my way right now. I'm gonna hop on the train. They got a direct train from Pattaya to Tappanam now. It goes right by Mitch's bar.
Yeah, this camera, like I have to go back and change all the settings back to.
Yeah, I just saw Greenie a couple days ago, actually.
Yeah, I saw Greenie at the meetup that we had a little while back, just a couple of weeks ago.
He's a busy guy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Greenie stays on the move, man. He's doing retirement the proper way.
Senior Master Sergeant, right on, Larry. Retired. Yeah, Greenie doesn't waste any time sitting around in his condo. That's for sure. You ever been to Japan, James?
A few hundred times.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah.
You like movies about gladiators?
Gets old. No, that was just a joke about the bar. Yeah, no intentions of doing any kind of work whatsoever in Thailand. In my retirement, anywhere in the world.
I just don't understand coming over here and working again. I get it. Some people are just like that, but yeah, I don't really want a real job again. Hey, Chucky.
How are you guys today?
Hey.
Good to go.
Hey, Chuck, you should tune in, man. There's this No Time to Be Sad guy doing a live stream right now. It's really good.
Nah, I don't like that guy's arrogance. He's arrogant. He's like
of the mouth.
Yeah, no, he's arrogant. He's a cocky guy. Yeah. I don't like him.
Oh, good question.
Like shit. No, that guy. We don't need him.
Tiger Cave Temple and a Sanctuary of Truth.
The Sanctuary of Truth is a pretty cool place.
It's always changing.
I got to rent a helicopter to get to the other one.
I need a green screen. I can't wear the crown. I'm trying to wear the. Dad says I need to wear the crown. I can't quite get my angle right there.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did a stint in the Army. Actually, I did not retire from the Army though. It was in peacetime. Cold War period.
Yeah, you see how it is. These two Army guys it takes two Army guys to deal with one Air Force guy. That's what we got going on.
That's right. Yeah.
Still only half an IQ between them.
I think it's pretty big. Look at that.
They just have to load up their confidence in the Air Force.
I have a turkey neck though. That's for sure. You guys know of a good dentist? In fact, I'm having some problems here with my crowns falling out. It's hard to
keep need to drink more Crown.
Yeah. You got a pretty mouth, boy. Oh, shit. Okay, movie quotes. Enough of that crap.
Chuck is sighing.
My dad was in the Air Force Korean War. Tail gunner on a B-29.
Comments. I don't have any more
Laying eggs
fancy
on the
that
north.
screen.
I was a Cub Scout too. Actually, was it a Boy Scout or Cub Scout? I forget now. That's how long I lasted.
I thought you were a brownie.
Yeah, that was. I identified as a brownie.
Yeah. that was before the hormone therapy.
Oh my God, it's gonna. Sorry, Chuck, you're gonna get a lot of.
Yeah, it's gonna get weird. Oh, and then now he's gonna jump out. See you, man.
No, I'm here. I just. Oh yeah.
That's why it's kind of hard to be friends with us, right? And it's too much.
Just
Too many gut punches.
Yeah, the stuff you guys don't see, I really wish we could share with you because it gets pretty brutal. But it's just not gonna happen. Definitely be some sensitive folks up in here.
Especially, Joe. Joe loves to instigate, man. He's probably the worst.
Yeah, he comes up with a good question at the right time. I mean, just like it throws my mind on a loop sometimes. Trying to check is Chuck's twin brother. James, what did you do in the Air Force?
I was a pilot. Everybody in the Air Force was a pilot.
Here's a question, Keith. What is the worst thing about moving to Thailand each of you have experienced?
Wow.
I don't remember. Mosquitoes still messing with me.
Yeah. Mosquitoes are the worst thing about moving to Thailand. That's cool, man. All right. It's deep.
Coconut oil.
I don't know.
I mean, for me, the worst thing about moving to Thailand was just, I don't know, just dealing with the visa. I think I was probably the only, is like, how am I going to stay here long term? Trying to figure out what path I wanted to go down for visa. Other than that, it's just, I don't know. Everything's an adjustment when you move to a new place. So, even if you're in the States. So I don't really count that. So just finding a way to stay here was probably the only thing I would feel was difficult.
I can't think of really, honestly, without being sarcastic, anything that was really that big of a deal here. I mean, it was all, I kind of started out, and I said this in all of my videos, I feel like a little kid. And that's how I wanted to experience life, was not trying to seek knowledge about everything, not trying to figure it all out. I didn't care what the flower name was or what's the name of this. I was just trying to look at everything as something new, And I don't know. I wasn't. I don't know. Everything has been good here. It's been a brand new life experience, and that's what I've been showing, I guess, on the videos for the past 6 years. Not trying to figure. Every time, not. A lot of people, when they give their opinion, they're like, first they got to give me their credentials. I've been in Thailand 27 years. I do this, and I do, so they got to put themselves way up here, and then they can speak. So. But I don't care about all that. Like, I don't want to live my life going, oh, I know this or I know that. I could give a shit what the name of that flower is. I got this app on my phone I can just point it at. If I really want to know, I'll just ask friggin' Google, it's not going to make it look any different. Who cares,
That is one of the most annoying things to me when people do that. Like, unless you ask me, I'm never going to tell you how long I've been in Thailand. It's like, it's not a conversation. Well, I've been in Thailand for 3 years. So let's talk about it. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
I think that's just a Western thing where we've got to put ourselves in like a superiority mode, like I'm this. So let me be able to talk down to you now, like
that blows my mind though, that you've been somewhere for 20 years and you still can't shed that. To me, you haven't learned anything then in 20 years.
Not everything's the same as your village and your rice field, not, it's just things are different outside, So maybe people have been the most problem dealing with other foreigners. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I went all that way just to get to that point, right?
Yes. Nail on the yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head, right? That's probably the hardest thing to deal with right there.
Yeah.
Dealing with other expats
Yeah.
who haven't adapted.
Yeah.
And I
I've
think
been
a lot of
coming a
people,
long time, but I learned
a lot of
something new
people are
almost every day.
recommending for mom to get in some kind of like not just the senior assisted living places, but like communities with other expats and stuff like that. But I mean, that's not always for everybody. Like, I mean, not everybody wants. I know we want to. Like, I have good friends that I've met through YouTube. I have good friends here in Thailand. But you guys aren't coming over to my house all day. Hey, what's for dinner? What are we doing today? We just couldn't be friends, right? I don't think any one of us could deal with that. So, but not everybody wants to live in a community with other expats. I don't think my mom wants to do that. Worst thing in Thailand is all the government paperwork or paperwork in general. Yeah, I think that's just part of living outside of your country. I don't know. It's just
That's kind of what we're
that's the way it
talking
is.
about. Is like this is Thailand. This is just how they do things. I mean, you just kind of
Yeah.
gotta have to adapt. That's just the way things are.
Yep. Hmm.
It's not going to change just because you want it to. That's for sure. So you're going to have to adapt to things like that.
I mean, we could all
need-
sit
I
back
need
and
to-
say we all like they have the internet, they have computers. Why are we still filling out a piece of paper? We have facial recognition. There's a lot of things, but what are you going to do? It's Thailand. It's the way they do things.
That's right, Brock.
I don't know. We're always
Yeah.
comparing it to something that we're familiar to.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should talk more on shedding some of the mindset of the West to enjoy the new life yours. That's not really that easy to do, though. Like, I mean, we're kind of born into that mindset. We have to. We got to think both ways, and I guess it's okay to compare stuff to what but you're going to have to look at things like there's always another side to a story. We just can't be narrow minded. I think a lot of people are just one sided with everything, and they got to learn how to say, well, I don't understand it now, but maybe it'll make sense later.
I like Tommy J's comment.
Yeah, true, Tommy.
Relax, Chuck. The mosquitoes are just jealous of you.
That's right. They want to steal your thunder.
Those people are like mosquitoes. You just push one button on the computer, like gone. The same as like going disappeared, gone forever. Anyway, Rodney Berg. I go for 6 months to a year without speaking to anyone, even though I am out and about every day here in Chiang Mai. Supremely happy. If I didn't do YouTube, like I would pretty much vanish too. Like I like talking to people, but I feel like I would be more into. I'll probably be a lot better of a Thai speaker than I don't know. I'm not really that much of somebody to go seeking out. I'm happy with myself. I like being with my wife, But I guess every now and then it's good to have friends and hang out with your buddies.
Alone time is important, though. I've been going down the philosophy rabbit hole lately, and alone time is important to your psychology. So
it is.
Yeah, I like my bike rides by myself, just the other day I did like 70 kilometers on my bike, and it's like I wasn't really tired because I was checking out everything. I was stopping and looking, and I wasn't looking at the destination. I was just looking at the moment. It was whatever was happening around me, and then yeah, it's good to just it's like meditation,
Yeah.
Which one is Curly, Daz?
Of the three Stooges on the panel, which one is Curly? Identify as Shirley. Not Curly.
Shirley Temple.
If I tried drinking with those fake teeth in, I would spill. Definitely. I put those on once as a prank, and the gentleman was very offended. So I'm like,
I'll answer this one. Ralph Lewis, how was the safety there lately? Just had a local home invasion, murder. I mean, that stuff goes on all around the planet every day, anywhere in the world. If you look at Thai news, you would think this place is on fire here in Thailand because they only show negative stuff. But in general, as we're talking about a culture in general, as a whole, Thailand is probably the most safest place I've ever been to in my life. Like it's you can if you drop your wallet on the ground, chances are somebody's going to try to return it to you here more than just take the money out and throw it in the trash can. It's the culture has a lot to do with that. Does stuff happen? Are there crazy people everywhere? Of course, there's people that need mental help all over the planet to do something like that, you know. But generally, I say Thailand is one of the safest places in the world because of its culture. You guys
I
agree on
tend to
that?
agree with that.
Agreed. Yeah, absolutely. I've been all over Thailand. I've been many places here. I've walked around at night. I never go, man, I probably shouldn't be here, unless I hear a soy dog barking. It's just not many places here I feel unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catch Bay. My girlfriend has no desire to go to the United States, and I'm a better
Yeah.
man
I,
for
I
it.
never understand these comments. Like, I guess for some people it's pretty normal that they automatically assume that you're gonna get a Thai wife or girlfriend and you're immediately gonna bring them back to your home country. To me personally, I don't understand that thinking, but I get it. A lot of people do it, but it's not a
Yeah.
desire or goal for me whatsoever.
No.
I know in America there's plenty of Thai women there. Just go find one there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Thai people would love to travel, to America, but I think once they get there and find out how similar it is with the you got to work every day just to survive. The similarities of Thailand, they don't care for it much.
Money doesn't grow on trees and all that.
I think it's different for Thai people versus people from Vietnam or from Laos or Cambodia because their system's a little bit different. Where it's sometimes it's harder for them to get ahead in their country. I know a lot of Laotian people in America, they don't want to leave. A lot of Vietnamese people, they don't want to go back to their country because they can't get ahead like they can in the States. But Thai people tend to want to eventually come back home for the most part. Mark, if you're happy where you are, why change locations? I don't quite understand. I'm happy changing locations. I'm not happy sitting still. For me personally, like I don't want to sit still here.
That's a good question, you. Good question. If money doesn't grow on trees, why do banks have branches?
Clever.
That's clever. I thought that was very good.
Keith, did you guys get grief from family and friends about moving to Thailand? You're going to lose everything and get ripped off. Oh, yeah, got that a lot. That's one of the main reasons why I started making videos. I had a very successful business too that I got rid of. So a lot of my family could not understand why I would give up a lucrative business to move to a third world country. That just did not make sense to them, period. So that was kind of the reasons why I made videos to begin with, so I could show them that, hey, life's not all about money and things.
Yeah, I love Thailand. I do. The affordability is
You're going to realize
huge.
the less you have in Thailand, usually the more happy you are. Like shedding all that stuff from America and coming over and living in not just Thailand, just anywhere over here, where you can live a much more humble lifestyle. You're going to realize that yes, your life is much more satisfying with all these extra things. You don't need them.
Thailand is not a third world country. It's a developing country, yes. People like to say it's a third world country. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Go to America. I mean, there's not a whole lot of infrastructure happening over in the United States right now. It's kind of depleting, kind of stagnant. I don't think Thailand's not a third world country.
Yeah, third world is an antiquated term anyway. You're not even,
Yes, you're right.
yeah, don't really use that anymore. But
Yeah. I think it's just used as a derogatory term, you know.
Joe
gonna
has
kill
Joe has returned to the chat to give us a
To
UFC.
tell us what
update.
we're
Thanks,
missing.
Joe.
I
Thanks,
don't
Joe.
know. Don't tell me. I'll block you.
Don't
I'll
Yeah.
don't spoil it.
Oh, look at that. That's messed up. You screwed him over, Joe. That's what people tell me about movies and shows. That's an instant block right there. If I haven't seen it yet, that's an instant block. Instant.
I think he's lying. Yes, Thailand to me is stress free, but you know the immigration thing can be a little stressful, you know, because you want to be here, right? And you just always think, oh, well, what if this or what if that happens and I can't stay, or what if they change the rules, and so that can become a little bit stressful. But come say hi with your shiny shirt.
Hi, Paige.
She's telling me it's lunchtime. What's for lunch? What are we having for lunch?
Food.
Food. We're having food. You want to ask the Thai? You want to ask the Thai person? Let's see what you're going to get.
Yeah, with a head kick, by the way, to ruin the spoiler alert.
I'm not watching.
That's messed up, man.
I'm not listening to him.
Just
Don't
you know
listen
how
to
much
Joe.
money I was gonna make
Joe's
today?
a liar anyway. Joe, you need to come on the. We'll put a shirt on and come on the live stream.
Come on, show your. Don't wear a shirt.
Joe,
I love
pretend
that
you're.
he has to tell him to do that.
Joe, pretend you're in the swimming pool and come on the live stream. I'll send you the link right now.
Awesome, Keith. Just moving over. Yep, noon here.
Yep, it's noon. It is time for lunch. I'm hungry too now.
I'm getting kind
All right,
hungry.
Joe's probably not going to come on anyway. I think we're
He
all
ain't
hungry.
coming.
It is lunchtime. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming on the show. Had a good 2 hours. Good, nice chat. Still have 350 people in the chat.
That is
of.
awesome.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's awesome.
Yeah. I know we didn't really talk about much, but we're leaving in the morning to go to Udon for about 3 days. I got any people out there, give me a shout on the Facebook page, and then we'll be in Prachuap before you know it. Gonna put a deposit down on this. I'm gonna go ahead. If you guys didn't hear earlier, I said I'm gonna go ahead and rent that place that they're building out there next to Joe. They're holding it for me. I don't know if my mom's going to like it or not, but I don't want to lose it. So I'm just going to rent it for the year, and we'll have a place to stay at least when we come visit. You know.
Awesome.
But
Awesome.
anyway, all right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you soon. All right, my
Chuck,
friends.
Stay backstage for a second.
All right. We'll see you guys
All right,
later.
take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.